chance saved by BCB.
Incredible job by the Sooners. So much chaos in front of the net there.
Welcome back to OU Hockey TV. I'm Sky Schreck. I'm joined in the booth tonight by Elijah Lena, and we are here for Game 2 of the Sooners series against Colorado State. It was a great game last night, capped off by an overtime winner with 2.5 seconds left in the period from Carson Spear. And OU will look to recreate that magic that they had last night again tonight against Colorado State.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, Robert Grasso for the Rams opened the scoring up for the entire game, but it was back and forth the entire game. Ended up having to go into overtime. We got some extra minutes, and it was looking like it was going to go to a shootout if it weren't for the Sooners' Carson Spears. And we'll take a look at that replay here as it's a little sideways, but you can kind of make it out there. Carson Spear works his way, splits the D, and just lofts it over Ethan Blackburn for the Rams, and he puts the Sooners in the win column, and they take the first game in this 2-game series.
Yeah, it was a great win for Oklahoma last night. Pretty busy first period, but they stuck it out defensively after that and ultimately ended up grabbing that win against Colorado State. I think we'll look to see something similar again tonight. It was a bit more of a physical game. We saw a lot of aggression during last night's game, and I wonder if that's going to carry over into tonight as well.
I'm sure it will. The first period of last night's game was kind of quiet, or not quiet. There's so many goals scored, but from a physicality standpoint, kind of on the quieter side. Both teams almost feeling each other out in a way. But second period, third period, man, they were going back and forth. And, yeah, it was certainly just a physical game. And you put it best, they're going to carry that over into this game, especially I bet the Rams have a chip on their shoulder. They want to get back. They want to tie this series up and hopefully not get swept here at Arctic Edge.
Yeah, just about 2 minutes now until the teams get out on the ice for the national anthem here, and puck drop shortly after, going to come right around 7:05 here tonight. Is there anything that you're looking forward to for OU from this game that they can maybe improve on from the last one here?
I'm looking forward to just seeing some more zone time. I think there was a couple moments throughout, especially the third period, where the Sooners kind of got trapped in their own zone a little bit. And I'm curious to see how the Sooners are going to react to that. They got the win, so, you know, at the end of the day, a win's a win. But if you're the Sooners, if you can kind of maybe take away some of that time in your own zone a little bit more, it's only going to benefit you going forward. And if you're the Rams, just keep doing what you're doing. They had a really physical game. They got on the forecheck aggressively, and I have no doubt in my mind that they're going to continue to do that here in Game 2.
Yeah, and I think both teams are really going to hope that they can come out as hot offensively in this game as they did last game. We saw 5 goals scored in the first period last game, 3 from Oklahoma, 2 from Colorado State. Both teams will want to continue that early attack on the offensive end, but they will maybe want to limit some of the goals they allowed defensively.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's always a great matchup when these two teams play. So we'll step aside for the anthem and other ceremonies and stick with us on OU Hockey.
Step right up. Buckle up. The only direction we're headed is... Yep, you get it. Welcome to the one and only Oklahoma.
In some ways, this film is like the university itself.
The one flagship university that has served the state since before there was a state.
Its story is never entirely completed.
Where one scoop of dirt can save thousands of lives. Where one group of biologists are connecting with world-class meteorologists to protect the one world, one planet that connects us all. Whoa, that one literally might land on the moon. But that's fine, because what's stopping us from going up there and getting it? This is a team, a squad, a family, leading a collective pursuit where we share all ideas, embrace thousands of different perspectives, and require every last hand on deck.
Cleared for takeoff.
What else we got? More trophies than you can count? Check. Rhodes Scholars? Check. Largest research engine in the state? Check. The next generation realizing a new American dream? Okay. Actually, it's better than okay. It's OKLAHOMA. It's the strength of many marching under one crimson and cream flag, creating Sooner magic that must be seen to be believed at the one university where one OU family makes up the one and only Oklahoma.
We are back here on OU Hockey TV as we get ready to go from Arctic Edge Ice Arena. Oklahoma Sooners versus Colorado State Rams. Once again, I'm Scott Schreck. I'm joined in the booth tonight by Elijah Lena, and we are looking forward to a good one once again here on OU Hockey TV as OU will look to kind of keep up with their 4-3 overtime win last night over Colorado State. Oklahoma ready to go. Tristan Glass will take the faceoff here for the Sooners, and we are off from Arctic Edge. Puck immediately goes back to Kagan. He's going to wrap it around the back end here. Find Ryan Carr over on the other side, and Sooners will look to mount an attack pretty quickly here. Mike Amala gets the puck knocked out, but he's able to hit it up into the Colorado State end. Charlie Blake will get a stick on it. Sooners' leading goal scorer this year is Charlie Blake, and now Colorado State's going to try to go back the other way pretty quickly here. Stevens making a move with it. Oklahoma tips it away once again. Puck floating back and forth here pretty early on, and we will get an icing call on Colorado here within the first 35 seconds.
You know, Sky, I'm curious to see how much of an impact Charlie Blake's going to continue to have here. He was electric last night. Curious to see how much he's going to continue that. He's been great all season, so obviously no surprises if he continues that momentum. But, boy, he's been such a much welcomed addition to the Sooner roster.
And we are going to take a second here because the clock was running for that, so we're going to fix the clock, and we will get ready to go for our second face-off of the night. Oklahoma in the attacking end here, going to look to get something going. Looks like it'll probably be Carson Spear on the face-off for the Sooners. Scored that winning goal last night in overtime, and he will look to have another hero performance here tonight, as I think we're going to get a conversation with the scorers here potentially. We'll see what's going on.
Yeah, it looks like they're just clarifying the game clock right now. One of the referees came over to our scorekeeping box. They got it corrected. Clock been reset back to 9:26, and we get ready to go here.
Okay, he's going to fire it in wide of the net there. Carson Spear almost got a stick on it here. Ryan Carr trying to make something happen, but it's taken away. And now Colorado State will look to get moving with the puck. That's number 4, Ty Doan on it. Once again, knocked away by Oklahoma, playing physical here in the early going, similar to what we saw last night. Puck back around the end. Ryan Carr is going to come onto it for the Sooners, and they'll push it up the ice. Now Colorado State can mount another attack. Pretty decent hit there from Skylar Balcom to knock him off the puck. Now Carson Spear is going to take it away. Only man in the offensive end here for the Sooners as we get some changes on the defensive line. Monticelli tries for it, can't get it. And now Colorado State's going to be able to take it back the other way. That's Peter Angelo on the puck. Dispossessed once again. Josh Swearinen is got it. We got new defenders on for the Sooners. That's McDonald, number 7. Garen Narvaez also out there for Oklahoma right now. Puck being batted around in the defensive end for the Sooners. Now Colorado State's got a chance. Mitchell, shot saved by the keeper. And Oklahoma look to get the puck back away from Colorado State and take the pressure off here in the early going. Mitchell one more time. Had Peter Angelo in front of the net, but it is deflected high and over the boards, and we will get our second stoppage in play of the night.
Yeah, Grayson Payne with 2 quick saves there, looking sharp already in net. he has to follow up that performance from Brendan Forden last night, who worked pretty hard there to keep the Sooners in that game and obviously got help from his team when he needed it there. But both goalies so far have been sharp all season for the Sooners.
Schuckman on the faceoff for the Rams, doing against Garen Narvaez, and Oklahoma is going to take the puck away, and they'll have a chance here on the offensive end. Griffin Joy puts it up into the back line. Puck now behind the net for Colorado State, and they'll try to move it up the ice now. Schuckman's on it. He's got Franco over to the side. Shot going to go off the skates of Swearingen, and it is batted away. Colorado State's going to keep it in the offensive zone. One more save there for Grayson Payne, doing a great job to keep the puck out of the net. Majolak off the skate of Swearingen once again. 2 saves for him here, 2 shots deflected, and we are once again over the boards.
Yeah, Swearingen almost unintentionally, of course. That puck hit his skate blade, and it shot through the crease. We might get another look here at the replay. But yeah, no, it just hit the edge of his skate blade, and it skirted through the crease in front of Payne. It wasn't anywhere really close to going in, but it was kind of uncomfortable and something you'd rather not have happen if you can prevent it.
And we're going to get a change on the faceoff here for Colorado State. That'll be number 13, Leo Berger, into the faceoff circle for the Rams as they are in the attacking zone here. Put it out to the side is Perini. Colorado State's going for it behind the net. Big hit there from Glass, able to take it away. And now Oklahoma will try on the offensive end. Caden Martin is in. Pass over to Wolf. Shot, score, Oklahoma!
Brendan Wolf just with picking up the pieces there from that Caden Martin assist. He was just in the slot looking for it, was able to get the shot off quickly, and that one just sneaks by Colorado State, and the Sooners get an early 1-goal lead here.
You'll see that replay here. The pass over to Wolf, shot it right past the keeper, and Colorado State at an early deficit here as the shot just got around Ethan Blackburn there in goal for the Rams.
Yeah, it's one of those, if you're a keeper, that's probably one that you want to try and make the save on, but that shot was coming in really fast there.
And we're going to get some changes on the faceoff once again. Mike Amala is going to take it for the Sooners, and we're going to get a change for the Rams as well. It will be number 28, Herrick Stevens, in for them. They will end up winning the faceoff. Goes back to Fritzen. Colorado State will look for a way forward. And Brendan Wolf will be able to take it back around the boards here as Oklahoma looks to mount a charge. Still being batted around. Not sure who's going to get it. Looks like Oklahoma right now. Puck floated all the way up the ice there from Wolf. Colorado State gets it back. And big hit there from Tristan Glass, knocking him off the puck. Mike Amala's now got it here on this right side. Up to Charlie Blake. Shot off the pads there at Colorado State. Floated in front of the crease, but they can't get anything. Carr pass back to Charlie Blake, still looking for it, but Colorado State is going to firmly take possession now, and they will float it up the ice. Ty Doan is the one pushing it up there as Oklahoma's going to mount one more attack here.
Looks like Grayson Payne wanted the icing call. He didn't get it. Sooners are going to keep playing here, though. Try and keep some momentum going as I stand corrected.
But we're going to get stoppage here. Ref's talking it over a little bit with the Colorado State players, and let's see.
But yeah, no, something we've been keeping track of here in these first couple of games. So it looks like we're going to get a penalty that's going to be on Colorado State on Makai Mitchell. So Sooners will get an early power play here, try and add to their goal differential. But something we've noticed is a lot of Sooner goals here have come from that high glove side on Ethan Blackburn. There's a couple scored that way last night in game 1, and that Brendan Wolf goal that we just saw, same thing, that high glove side, looking to be maybe a tiny bit of a weak spot. So for Ethan Blackburn, you might want to try and tighten that up a little bit, but Sooners may be eyeing that spot there. So something to keep an eye on here in this game.
Worked out pretty well for them on that first shot attempt, as we will get a power play here for Oklahoma. Just 3.5 minutes into the first period, Carson Spear on the faceoff, looking to find his second goal here in this series. It's going to back out to Ryan Carr. A little bit of a spin move there to try and create some open ice. Colorado State player goes down as Carr continues to work with the puck. He's got Garen Narvaez back there, tries to find his way over to him as Colorado State continues to play aggressive here and get in Oklahoma's way. Narvaez has it still on that right side. A little bit of a back and forth with Charlie Blake. Blake looking for something. He'll go back to Narvaez. Back to Charlie Blake. Sooners continue to work on that side. Now it's going to go over to Balcom, then Carr. Still looking for a little bit of open ice here that they can maybe mount a charge. Carr tries to go to Carson Spear, can't quite get a handle on it. Now Balcom's shot is deflected up and over the boards, and we will get a face-off.
Yeah, Colorado State doing what they did last night, getting in those shooting lanes and really kind of pushing forward on the Sooners, trying to take away as much ice as they can. It's been a good kill so far as jump around plays here in Arctic Edge, and we see the crowd getting hyped up on that.
They didn't play it last night, and I was hoping they played it tonight, so I'm happy up here in the booth as we get one more face-off on the power play for the Sooners. Will be Caden Martin under center for that one. And Colorado State's going to actually take the puck away there and fling it up the ice, but Sooners will get the puck back, and Kagan will try to work. Skates right around the boards there, and Tristan Glass is going to knock it out. Stays in the offensive zone, back to Glass, but it slips past him, and now Caden Martin's got it behind the goal here, tied up with the Colorado State defender there. That's Tydone. The puck will go out back to Kagan as we're going to dump it around the boards once again. Shuckman hits it out, almost hits the ref. Alex Kagan back to Mike Amala. Shot. Go, Oklahoma. That's too early. Mike Amala scores, and it's 2-0 Sooners within the first 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, it looked like that shot just kind of skirted along the ice. We'll take a quick look at the replay here. Puck's in the boards. Kagan gets over to Amala. Amala just with a quick shot. That one skirts down the ice, and it looked like it just maybe was screened a little bit from Ethan Blackburn, and that shot goes under his pads, and the Sooners go up 2-0 here early in this first period.
Mike Amala with the goal on that one, taking advantage of the power play there for Oklahoma off the penalty from Makai Mitchell. We'll be back to full strength here on the faceoff. Sooners up 2-0 early on. And after 3 goals in the first period last game, the Sooners are once again coming out pretty hot here, scoring early. Tyler Sleds wins the faceoff for Colorado State, and they will look to get it around the boards here. Carson Spear, near hit there from Sleds, and we'll get it back around the ice as Boomer Sooner rings out in Arctic Edge. Colorado State has a chance, but it's wide of the stick of Sleds. Fires it in, misses the net, up and over the boards for another face-off, this time in the Sooner defensive end.
Yeah, and that's the first time all series that a team has led by 2 or more goals. Last night we mentioned it was back and forth. There wasn't more than a 1-score lead on either side of the ice. We'll take another look here at that goal. And yeah, it just slipped under the side. It might have been under his, Blackburn's glove, as we talked about earlier. So Sooners looking to find a weak point, and they've done it so far. So we get ready to go here.
Tie up on the face-off there, but Oklahoma ultimately comes away with it. Puck batted up in the air. Mitchell bats it down for Colorado State. Big hit delivered from Monticelli. And now the Sooners are with the advantage, but I think that one went into the netting, and we're going to get another face-off.
Yeah, Makai Mitchell for the Rams just kind of got tripped up there, and the puck slid under him. He was trying to retrieve it, and he just kind of got tripped up by a Sooner there. And that puck eventually found its way out, but good aggression on both sides of the ice so far.
Garen Narvaez under center for Oklahoma as they try to grab a 3rd goal here early on. And Narvaez will no longer be under center. We'll get a switch coming in here. As looks like it'll be Davison. Tristan Davison for the Sooners. Puck dropped. Colorado State is going to get that face-off once again here. They'll go around Petrangelo. We'll see what he can do. Back around the boards, Colorado State takes a deflection off the skate there. I believe that was Griffin Joy. Had a chance in front of the net there, unable to get anything from it. Still going around. Garen Narvaez almost had one there. Slipped past every Colorado State player, now out of the attacking zone here for Oklahoma, and they'll have to reset. Tristan Davison's got it right on the right side. Back over to Griffin Joy. Batted around the boards. Oklahoma looking for something right here. It goes back to Carr, trying some moves. Let's see what he can do on this far side. It's going to be taken away by Colorado State. Now they got the charge here. Looks like almost a 4-on-1 for Colorado State. This is the chance, and it's just going to miss the stick there of number 6. That's Christian Collins, and they will have to try once again. Petrangelo almost had a shot there, but it gets deflected away back into the Sooner zone. And it looks like we are not going to get an icing. We'll get subs for both teams here. And a hit there is going to take him off the puck. Still being batted around past the skates of Caden Martin. And now Colorado State is a shot there, unable to get anything going on it. Puck flipped up in the air. Hit from Caden Glass to keep that one away from him. Bells tried to get it, and we'll get a whistle here.
Yeah, Rams still doing a good job of staying physical. They've been, I mentioned it earlier, but they've been pushing the Sooners to the outer sides of their zone. And so that's kind of preventing them from really getting some passes going there. And that's how that 4-on-1 developed, when they were just kind of kicking them to the side, and then the Rams were able to get numbers going the other way.
Puck up in the air once again. Here's another chance for Colorado State, but once again deflected by that Sooner defense. Puck being batted around there just in front of the crease. Oklahoma ultimately comes away with it, knocks it out of the Colorado State defensive end, but the Rams have it right back behind the goal. Payne's going to have to knock it away here, and he will. Caden Martin's on it, tries to find the pass over, and he will. Glass ain't able to make anything happen right now. Colorado State, one more chance here, but Oklahoma's defense is continuing to keep those Colorado State attackers away. That was Grasso, who looked like he might have had it for a moment. Von Felt going to bat it over now. Big flip up. Oklahoma is going to try to get something going here. Mike Amala scored that second goal for the Sooners on the attack. He's got Tristan Glass on one side of him. Mike Amala just evades him, and it's going to be covered up by Blackburn in goal.
Yeah, and Amala almost had a second bit of a stick there on that. He almost had a second shot opportunity. His stick was so close to getting contact with that puck in the crease, in Blackburn's crease, and that puck then kind of bounced off of Blackburn's pad. And there was a moment there where he could have gotten a stick on it, but Blackburn had the answer. Amala got shoved out of the crease there at the last second there, and it's still 2-0 here at Arctic Edge.
Glass once again under center for the Sooners, and we're going to get a whistle here on the face-off. And it's going to be Schuckman moving out of the circle for Colorado State, as they will figure out who's going into the circle. Looks like it'll be number 10, TJ Norris for the Rams. Puck is dropped, batted out to Swearingen. Tries to find somebody on his team, can't do it, and now it's going to go back the other way for Colorado State as McDonald gets in the way. No Sooner able to possess it, goes back over to Schuckman. He's going to try to get an attack going, 3-on-3, but it's past the stick of any Colorado State player. Oklahoma trying to get aggressive on defense. Puck batted around into the corner. Oh, it's in for Colorado State. What an angle there from Makai Mitchell to get that puck in the net.
Yeah, it looked like he just shot that from the red line on the backside of the ice. We'll take a look here. Wow, what an angle. Oh my goodness. That is a very hard shot to do. As someone who's tried it many times myself, that is an extremely hard shot to do, and to get that to bank perfectly in like that takes some serious skill, and that puts the Rams back in this game.
Sooners are maybe looking more for a pass there from Makai Mitchell, not a shot from that deep in the zone. The high-scoring first periods continue. It was 3-2 last night. It's 2-1 in the first 8 minutes here tonight, and Oklahoma will look to come up with an answer in this first period as Colorado State is trying to equalize. They're batting the puck around, a little bit of contact there between, looks like Monticelli and Hunt Bond for Colorado State. Puck batted through the zone. Kagan has a stick on it there for a moment, and now Colorado State will try to get on the attack. They won't be able to do anything there. Would have been offsides if they touched it, and Oklahoma will have the puck. Trying to move it up the ice, goes off the stick of Monticelli, and they kind of have to reset a little bit here as it's Kagan on the far side, loses the puck. Hunt Bond is going to dump it into his teammate, but nothing going, and the puck is lifted nearly into the net, ends up staying in play, and goes right down back behind the red line. Colorado State's bench wanted an icing there, did not get it. And Carson Spear will look to attack. Contact from two Colorado State players at the same time there. A couple different players arriving on scene as Oklahoma continues to try to bat it away. Perini for Colorado State was the one on the attack. And Carson Spear is in. He's got Monticelli with him. Puck taken away by Colorado State defender Mac Feinberg there. Monticelli tries to get it around, takes a hit, goes down, still being covered by Perini, and the puck slips right past him. Perini now trying to get it up the ice, and it's off the body there of Griffin Joy on the far side. Garrett Narvaez is going to try to get into it. Let's see what these guys can do down here. Berger with another hit. Oklahoma's trying to get this puck here and mount some sort of attack, but Colorado State is all over them. Here's a chance for Davison, but he misses the puck, and it's going to be taken away by Colorado State. They're moving up the ice now, 3-on-2. Shot fired wide of the net. And it's a lot of contact down here on the near side as there's a scuffle for the puck, and Davison flings it right back out behind the Colorado State goal, and that will be an icing call.
Since Mekhi Mitchell has taken that penalty for the Rams, he's done a really good job of staying aggressive when the Rams are in the senior zone. You'll see him kind of go in sort of past where your intended position would be as a defender, and it's what caused that goal to go in the first place. And it's been pretty cool to watch so far. To have an aggressive defenseman, that's something you always want to have on your team. Sooners have that in the likes of somebody like Ryan Carr. And so for the Rams to have something like that as well, super instrumental and just kind of gives you one more weapon in your arsenal.
Smergen bats it around. Little bit of a chance there from Colorado State, but it ends up going past the net. Ty Doan in once again for the Rams, trying to make something happen as they continue to bat around. Doan one more time. Oh, it goes off his teammate there, Stevens, and up into the air. Near chance there for the Rams, unable to make anything happen. As we are in a scuffle for the puck down here at the boards. Kicked around. McDonald trying to stop them, and it's going to go right back to Colorado State. Over to Doan off his skate. And we are going to get a whistle here.
Yeah, it looks like, I'm not actually sure what the whistle was for. It might have been
a penalty here because we've got McDonald in the penalty box for Oklahoma. So that will be a power play for Colorado State. Down 2-1 in this first period, and they're going to have a chance to equalize here on the penalty from Oklahoma number 7.
Yeah, it was a holding penalty on Josh McDonald. Happened kind of behind the play a little bit, on kind of the near side of where our camera is positioned. So it might have been a little hard to see on camera, but refs caught it clear as day, and the Rams are on the power play.
And the puck's going to be flicked all the way back. Davison, and it's going to be the Colorado goalkeeper getting a stick on that one. And now they're going to try a rush here at the Sooners. Pietrangelo has it in, pass over, unable to do anything with it. It gets off the skate of at least one Oklahoma player there. And Colorado State still has it, still looking for something. Pass doesn't go the way he would have wanted it to, and now Hunt Bond has it. Still down this left side. He's going to try a wraparound here. Pass over to the right side off the pads of Payne. Still back behind the net. One more try on the wraparound, and it's saved once again by Payne. That's 2 good saves for him there in a very short amount of time.
You know, we'll take a look here. There's a wraparound attempt by Colorado State. That one comes out, and that shot there, I think in the process of having that shot, yeah, here we go. That net might have popped off a little bit there, hence the whistle. But good looks from Colorado State so far.
Christian Collins on the faceoff for the Rams. And he will no longer be on the faceoff for the Rams. We're going to have a change right there. Robert Grasso is in on the faceoff. Colorado State wins the faceoff as they're still in this attacking end, still on the power play, still trying to equalize here at 2 with Oklahoma. Hunt Bond has it on the left side. He's going to try maybe another wraparound here. Pass back over to Pietrangelo. Behind the net is Hunt Bond. Deals it up top. Mitchell, slap shot, misses the puck almost entirely there. He might have caught it a little bit, but didn't get the hit he would like. And now Glass is going to come on the attack for the Sooners, but it is right into the glove of Ethan Blackburn.
It was a really good shot for Tristan Glass there. He kind of had a tight angle shot, and he was trying to go high glove like we had mentioned earlier. Ethan Blackburn was ready for it at that time. Sooners almost getting a shorthanded goal. Didn't quite happen just yet. Going back to that earlier play, though, there was a moment where Colorado State had the opportunity for a rebound, and the Sooners just got a little piece of their puck on it, a little piece of the puck, and it kept that puck from going in there. But we'll continue play.
Colorado State's going to try to set it up once again, wait behind the goal, and then fan out here. Puck dumped up behind the red line, and we're going to get in a scuffle for it. That's Bells in there for the Sooners along with Carr. Back up top, Doan's got it. Back to Doan. Shot wide of the net, high and to the left. Colorado State will get it on the rebound here, so they'll have another chance at it as Carr is trying to take it away. almost had it there. Still fighting for the puck. Carr able to fling it over the boards. Joy is now fighting for it for the Sooners. Now Carr once again in there, pushing him into the wall, trying to get this puck away. Dropped stick there, and that's kind of the break they need. Colorado State's able to get it out now. Tyzone once again flings it around the boards. He knocks it wide, and now Griffin Joy's on it for the Sooners. Off the stick there, Mike Amala goes over to Bells. Bells has a chance on it. Shot off the pads of Blackburn. Colorado State now has it behind their net, and they're going to look to mount to play. Mike Amala is giving a little bit of trouble here. He's got to shove him almost into his own bench. Loses his stick in the process. It was Von Felt who went down back there, as Colorado State is going to send it off the pads once again of Grayson Payne. Now Oklahoma's going to try to mount something going. I don't think Colorado State's bench was too happy about that either, seeing the stick just went flying over their bench, and the puck is going to go, looks like it might have gone off the heating pipe there and out of play.
Yeah, I know. Mike Amala got hit into the Colorado State bench. He kind of got hung up between the player on the ice with him. We'll take a look here. There's Amala retrieving it. He tries to go in. He ends up hitting a Rams player into his own bench, I think 2 of them, and then losing a stick in the process. That creates an uneven chance for the Rams. They weren't able to capitalize on that, but they got the offensive zone faceoff, and they'll rewrap and go from here.
It's going to be Connor Schuckman on the faceoff for Colorado as they continue to try to equalize. No longer on that power play that they were on a couple minutes ago, but still trying to find it. And this game has been physical here pretty early, similar to what we saw last night. I think a hit like that out of Mike Amala only maybe going to help the amount of physicality. Monticelli bats it in to the Oklahoma end. Kind of a lame duck shot there. Doesn't end up going anywhere. And it'll come right back out to McDonald as the Sooners trying to mount another chance. Monticelli flips it right back in. Pawed down by Colorado State. Still in the zone, barely almost kept in the zone there. It was a good chance from Balcom to try to keep that in. A little bit of a screen pass to Carson Spear, doesn't end up going anywhere. Now Colorado State is right back on it. A little bit of a chance here, 3-on-2. Payne bats it away, able to cover it up there. It looked like that might have got away from him, but he was able to jump on it.
Yeah, that puck was kind of scrambling through the side of the crease. We'll take another look here. Colorado with numbers coming the other way. And that shot just kind of rolls past Grayson Payne. He's able to get his glove on it there as he slides out of the crease, but kind of a loose one. If you commit to some of those and the other team ends up beating you to it, you kind of leave your net wide open. So there's some risk in that, but Grayson Payne handled it like a pro. Gave his team a second breath here.
Monticelli's now got it for the Sooners. A little bit of open ice here on the right side. He'll pass it around Cromwell and send it around the boards. Balcom back there for the Sooners. Colorado State bats it around. Carson Spear got a little tangled up there, still getting a little tangled up. It'll go right back around, and now Tyler Sleds is on it for the Rams. That is up and into the netting. And we're going to get another stoppage in play and another offensive zone face-off for Oklahoma, but we'll get some wholesale changes. Looks like it's going to be 5 new Sooners on the ice here.
Yeah, and just going back to Grayson Payne jumping out of his net. Some of you OG OU hockey fans might remember Gage Redmond for being notorious for jumping out of his crease from time to time. So we got a little bit of a taste of that, some nostalgia for you.
Tyler Sleds on it for Colorado State, gets batted backwards towards the attacking end. Sleds is still trying to harass Carr back here behind the net. Carr is able to come out in pretty good position with the puck. He'll send it over to the near side. And now Kagan has it, waiting for the Sooners to try to develop something. Was looking for Griffin Joy pretty deep there, was unable to find him. Puck slipped past. Not going to get an icing here. Is still battling behind the net. Now it's Narvaez almost having it. He will have it. It's going to go over to Carr. Lines one up. Ends up going off of Tristan Davison there and unable to find the net. Not the first shot that's hit a teammate here tonight. It's Colorado State now has it off an errant pass from Oklahoma and is back on the charge. That's Charles Rondo. Shot off the pads once again. Another shot. What a save from Grayson Payne. Laid out for that one.
Oh my goodness, what a diving save from Grayson Payne. We'll take another look here as Colorado State gets numbers going the other way. They get set up. That pass comes out and over. And that shot, wow, diving save from Grayson Payne. I think he just gets the stick on it there. So that puck gets deflected out. Wow, what an effort by Grayson Payne.
Body on the line for that one. What a save as Oklahoma is trying to interrupt this Colorado attacking effort and get this puck back into their end. It's been pretty easily a Colorado State attack here recently. Caden Martin's got a chance at it, though, for Oklahoma off the pads of Blackburn. Rams now looking to mount another charge. They've been aggressive here. They've been trying to equalize. Haven't found anything just yet. That puck is going to get up into the netting there off the glove of Angus Fritzen.
Yeah, and that earlier shot that Grayson Payne just made that save on, that was from Colorado Rams player Connor Petrangelo. He's been trying to find that angle shot all first period. So unsurprising that he tries to go for it again there. And Sooners, that's something that so far Grayson Payne's had his number on that one, made the saves, but be on the lookout for that shot.
That was a difficult type of shot for Martin there, especially as a lefty. He really had to work to try and get that shot on goal, but ultimately was not able to find the net with it as Oklahoma going after it once again here. Puck batted out to Wolf, shot fired, almost got a second of the night there. Carson, there's glasses on it right here. Colorado State still trying to find a little bit of open ice, but the Sooners have been hounding them absolutely all night long. And the puck is back behind the net. Blackburn will be on it. Martin is going to give him a little bit of a hassle here. He's out to Petrangelo. Carson Glass to McDonald, or not, excuse me, to Caden Martin, unable to get anything. A little bit of a spin move there as Colorado State trying to mount an attack, but Hunt Bond gets knocked off the puck by McDonald. And Swearingen is able to take it away. Now Mike Amala's got a chance, fires it wide of the net. And it'll be looped around the boards, go back to Swearingen, almost runs into trouble with the ref there. And the puck is sent high and into the boards on the other side of the ice. Colorado State still trying to get something going. Stevens has the puck here on the near side. He's going to send it over the middle of the ice, and it shouldn't be too hard for Oklahoma to reclaim that one. A little bit of contact there. Stevens goes down a little hard there, trying to make a play on the puck. Over to McDonald. Off the skates of the Colorado player in front of him, but he's able to get it clear. A little bit of a contact there with Colorado State. And it looks like that was Charlie Blake. Colorado State sends it deep in, and Grayson Payne will play it out from behind the net. Big move in there for Stevens to try and knock that puck away. He's been aggressive on this offensive end, trying to find something, trying to keep Oklahoma off these pucks. Big hit there from Swearingen. Tristan Glass on it. Now another chance for Colorado State, saved by Payne. One more chance off the pad. He is really working with those legs tonight to keep Colorado State out of the net, and that puck is sent up and into the Oklahoma bench.
Yeah, that's like the third or fourth time now. That left side of Grayson Payne has kind of been left wide open by the Sooner defense. You'll see it again here as that play develops. Puck works its way over, and then the rebound opportunity gets created on the left side, and the Sooners the Rams take advantage of that and have been forcing shots on Payne's left side there. He's had all the answers so far, but Payne's been bailing out the Sooners in this one.
It's been quite a few great saves here for Grayson Payne. The Sooners are going to look to have a little bit more offensively. They've got 2 goals in this period, but over the last 5 or 6 minutes, Colorado State's been aggressive. This is a chance now for Oklahoma. Shot off the post there. Carson Spears got it behind the net. A little bit of contact with the Colorado State player, and now they've got the charge here as Ryan Carr knocks that one away. Great steal of the puck, number 5. As he will look to get it up the ice, Petrangelo knocks it down. Colorado State has a 3-on-2 chance here. Can they find the net? No. Off the pads once again of Grayson Payne. Was a chance from Cole Franke, but wasn't able to get it in. Yeah, Shuckman gets it up to Norris.
It was the same exact type of play. Rebound, looking for a rebound on the left side. Payne had the answer once again. So
Monticelli there on the near side, and that one is going to go into the heating pipe, and that will be marked out of play. I think we've seen 2 pucks hit that heating pipe today. It's not something we see every game.
Yeah, I can't see the heating pipe from my vantage point, but I'll take your word for it. The literal one right above us. Never mind. It's a rubber. So for those who haven't been to Arctic Edge, there are these rubber heating pipes above the ice, and it's rubber, not metal. And I was thinking it was metal. Anyways.
Probably a little better for the sound because you don't get that audio of the puck clanging off it. It just kind of squishes in a little and ends up returning right back to form. Colorado State's knocking it around the defensive end. It's Perini flicking it up the ice. Carson Glass goes in for it. Not really able to get a handle on it. A couple Sooners trying for it. Josh Bells knocks it down. Josh Bells gets knocked down. Now Caden Martin will look for it here. Pass back over to Stuckey. over to Wolf, up the ice and around the boards. Colorado State wants another icing call, and once again, they're not going to get it. And they end up with the puck either way. Carson Glass kind of getting in the way here, trying to take it away, and it'll end up with Wolf, who's able to flick it around the back once again. Blackburn will take it, and Colorado State will try to mount a charge from the back end.
There's been a few times in this first period where an icing call maybe felt like it should have been called and it wasn't called. It's one of those things that's so subjective, and it looks like we'll
Oh, what a save there from Payne off the shot by Mitchell.
I think we're going to get a penalty here. Looks like it's going to be on Colorado.
Kai Mitchell with the shot went right into the stomach of Grayson Payne. We're talking with the scorers table down here, so we'll see what's up.
Oh, and there's that heating pipe for you, in case you needed reference on that one. Thank you, Caleb RTD, for the show, having a look at that.
And yeah, looks like it's going to be a power play here for Colorado, as Tristan Glass has entered the penalty box for the Sooners.
Yeah, that call happened earlier on in the play. The ref on the Colorado side of the ice had his hand up there for quite some time.
And we're going to get another face-off switch here for the Rams, and their bench is once again not happy about that one. Robert Grasso will go in, try and win another face-off for Colorado State, but the Sooners get the puck, blast it deep, and Blackbird will control it. Colorado State going to try to line up here once again. They've got Stevens deep, tried to get to him, puck's taken away by Wolf, and that will be the end of the first period, and we're going to get a little bit of extracurricular after the whistle here. Ryan Carr going at it. There's Mitchell in there. Now Carson Glass. Refs are trying to break it up. We've got a tackle going on here. And they're going to get this broken up.
Unsurprising that
Colorado bench seems to want a penalty on Bells. I'm not sure if they're going to get it. Colorado State. Lot of yelling here from both sides as we go into the intermission. And the refs are still having to push back Makai Mitchell.
Yeah, we'll see what comes of this going into the second period. The refs are going to talk to our score personnel. We'll see what they say here in a second.
They're also talking to...
But we'll get back to you with those penalties here going into the second period. But keep watching on OU Hockey TV. Intermission report, and then your second period coming up next.
are back here on OU Hockey TV for your intermission report. 4.5 minutes left before the second period. Oklahoma currently up 2-1 over the Colorado State Rams. I'm Sky Shrek. I'm joined in the booth by Elijah Lena, and we'll walk you through what we saw in that first period. First goal from Wolf. Just a great shot, snuck it past the goalkeeper and got the Sooners on the board early.
Yeah, no, it was almost like a one-timer. It wasn't quite a one-timer, but he got that centering ice feed and was able just to get a wrister off very quickly. We'll take a look here on the replay. The Sooners make their way down the ice. I believe that is Charlie Blake who gets that pass off to Wolf, who just sneaks it by Ethan Blackburn. He puts the Sooners up 1-0 early in the first period. Following that, Micah Mala with a similar style shot, also from center of the slot, kind of higher up though. Gets that shot. It kind of skirts along the bottom of the ice and just finds the area in between Ethan Blackburn's glove and his pad. And that puck just slips by. It puts the Sooners up 2-0. And then for the Rams goal, it was 2-1 at the end of the first period. So the Rams goal, that one was a crazy goal by Makai Mitchell. Sky, if you want to kind of talk a little bit about that one.
Yeah, that was pretty much on the red line for the Colorado State Rams. I think the Sooners were maybe expecting a pass out, and he just fired it right from the tight angle, snuck it behind Grayson Payne, and brought the score to 2-1 Colorado. It stayed scoreless for the rest of the first period, but we did have a bit of a scuffle towards the end of the first period that we're thinking we're going to get maybe some penalties on. We'll show you that one on the replay as these two, a bit more than two, about these 6 players kind of got into it there right at center ice. Some fighting, a tackle there by the end, and we might see some minor penalties as a result of that. We'll have to see how that shakes out when these teams take to the ice. We're hearing potentially, unconfirmed, 4 minutes to OU, 2 to CSU with the Rams on a power play, but unconfirmed. We will get the official word on that from the refs when they come back out here to begin the second period. They were talking to a couple players when they went off to intermission, so I think they kept about two Sooners, 1 Colorado State player on the ice, and we're talking to them and we're talking to the scorers, and we'll see how that ends up playing out. Yeah, and even if you're the Sooners and you're coming into the second period short-handed, I believe that the Sooners are going to be cleaning up a penalty kill here. Grayson Payne, he's really kept the Sooners in this game. There's been so many rebound opportunities that the Rams have taken advantage of. He's had the answer every single time, minus that one goal. That one that comes to mind is that diving stick save he did. Yes.
We don't have the replay available for you. If we are able to find it, we'll reference it later. But Grayson Payne essentially gave up a rebound on the right side of his net. That puck came across to the left side, goes for a diving stick save, something out of like the NHL playoffs. Like I think of Carey Price in 2020 making a diving stick save himself. And we're just going to go ahead and head into this second period. So thank you for listening to the intermission report. We'll be back in a minute and 35 seconds for you, but don't go anywhere. OU Hockey, second period, coming up next.
Step right up. Buckle up. The only direction we're headed is... Yep, you get it. Welcome to the one and only Oklahoma.
In some ways, this film is like the university itself.
The one flagship university that has served the state since before there was a state.
Its story is never entirely completed.
Where one scoop of dirt can save thousands of lives. Where one group of biologists are connecting with world-class meteorologists to protect the one world, one planet that connects us all. Whoa, that one literally might land on the moon. But that's fine, because what's stopping us from going up there and getting it? This is a team, a squad, a family, leading a collective pursuit where we share all ideas, embrace thousands of different perspectives, and require every last hand on deck.
Cleared for takeoff.
What else we got? More trophies than you can count? Check. Rhodes Scholars? Check. Largest research engine in the state? Check. The next generation realizing a new American dream? Okay. Actually, it's better than okay. It's O-K-L-A-H-O-M-A. It's the strength of many marching under one crimson and cream flag, creating Sooner magic that must be seen to be believed at the one university where one OU family makes up the one and only Oklahoma.
We are back here on OU Hockey TV for the second period, and we are going to get some penalties here. Looks like we've got Mitchell in the box for the Colorado State Buffs, and then on the Oklahoma end, it's Ryan Carr, and it is Tristan Glass in the penalty box for these teams. And it looks like it's going to be essentially 5-on-3 here.
Yeah, and those presumably coming from the extracurriculars at the end of the first period. So no surprises there, but Sooners have to have an aggressive penalty kill here, being down 2 men.
It's going to have to be big for Oklahoma as they look to hold this 1-goal advantage. Pietrangelo passed down in. Oh, Pietrangelo almost had a shot there, but it ended up kind of taking an awkward bounce off the stick. Colorado State will re-rack. They've got Hunt Bond behind the net, back down to Pietrangelo. Got 2 up top there. Hunt Bond one more time into Grayson Payne, and he's going to cover it up for the save.
Yeah, it was another
got
great
it in his
save.
Glove.
Great save from Payne. Just dive on that really quickly. Pretty basic save, but he gets the job done. Very important to do so when you're down 2 people on 2 skaters on your ice. And so they keep the Buffs still, or not the Buffs. I'm sorry, the Rams still down by 1.
Sooners played Colorado earlier in the season, won both of those games about a month ago. This is the Colorado State Rams, a little bit team with a little bit of a better record and team that has played Oklahoma a little bit more competitively. There's a shot, takes a deflection there. Still trying to get at it from behind it, deflected off Wolf. Pietrangelo now with it, back to Hunt Bond. They're looking for something, looking for clear ice. Hunt Bond had it, but it was saved by the glove of Payne. A lot of shots here for Colorado State. 11-6, the current difference in the shots on goal margin. And we'll get a whole line change here for the Sooners. Swearingen, Bells, and Kagan onto the ice as they will look to continue this 5-on-3 penalty kill.
I like that they put Bells on the ice. He's one of the more defensive forwards that the Sooners have. And when you're pinned in your own zone, especially on a 5-on-3, having somebody who's got experience kind of playing both ends of the ice like Bells does, it's a good pick for the Sooners.
Yeah, and you're not exactly looking for the goal here. If you're Oklahoma, Colorado State is looking for the goal, and Grasso almost had one there. Robert Grasso had a chance at it. Going to go back over to Hunt Bond. Back to Pietrangelo on the near side. Can't get it. Still trying to get it. Would have had a shot there if he was able to get a slip to it. There it goes. Robert Grasso scores for Colorado State. And we are tied at Arctic Edge Ice Arena.
We'll take a look here at that replay as some passes happen through the face-off circles there, and that shot from Grasso just to the high slot. Finds a way past Grayson Payne. There was quite a few bodies in front of that net there for Payne. Made it hard to save. But nonetheless, the Rams get it done, and they tie this game up here in the second period.
2-2 as Oklahoma will get one of those players back onto the ice. Still going to be, looks like the 5 of Carr in the penalty box for the Sooners, and Ryan Carr will get out in another 50 seconds, so they will have 50 more seconds to kill this power play. Colorado State with an immediate chance here, though, after it took a bounce off a Colorado State player. A little bit of bodying down on the boards. Von Felt gave a pretty big hit, but it is batted back out by Oklahoma. Blackburn will have it on the other end of the ice, and Colorado State with a 5-on-4 advantage for another 30 seconds will look to mount a charge, taking it out from behind the net. Here they go. Leo Berger's got it on the far side, but it's flipped away once again by the Oklahoma defenders. Put up along the boards there by Titone. On Felt was trying to get something going, can't get it going. Tyler Sleds is going to bat it down. A little bit of a back and forth involving Tyler Sleds and Leo Berger. Shot up and into the netting above the rink, courtesy of Titone, and we will get a face-off with 1 second left in the power play.
Yeah, good zone pressure from the Rams. They had 2 power plays to do it, and they capitalized on one of them, and they've maintained pressure so far. We'll see if this lulls over beyond this power play. If they're able to keep it going here, maybe get the tide going in their favor, maybe get another goal here. But they've done well to keep the Sooners almost kind of pinned in their own zone at times.
And they've really taken a lot of shots. Shot total now 14 Colorado State, 6 for Oklahoma. Big difference between the two teams. As we get back underway, it's going to be Monticelli coming back out on the ice for Oklahoma to make it a 5-on-5 situation. Frank Hugh gets into it with Brendan Wolf. Puck out of the Colorado offensive end, and this will give Oklahoma a little bit of a chance. Carson Spears got it, trying to make some moves up the ice, can't get anywhere with it. Now it's McDonald into the offensive end for the Sooners. Don't see him on the attack too much, and he will come back and change out for Alex Kagan. Oklahoma still with the puck behind the net, trying to keep it away from Colorado State. Shot, no good. Now Kagan's shot is into the net.
Yeah, that first shot looked like it might have came from Monticelli or Glass on the pretty close to the front of the crease there, and that one caught a body in front. And then that second shot just tipped something and went up into the safety netting. But two good looks from the Sooners there. Way to bounce back from being down some men.
5-on-5 for the Sooners as they look to take a 3-2 lead here from Arctic Edge Ice Arena. 2:30 into the second period as we get ready for the faceoff. Oklahoma on the offensive end. Tristan Glass tries to win the faceoff, can't quite get it. Puck batted around, and that one went into the netting, and we will get another faceoff here. Mike Amala tried to grab it, wasn't quite able to jump enough.
Yeah, and just a couple of quick discrepancies between the ACHA and other hockey leagues like the NHL. We have no delay of game penalty where a player intentionally lofts the puck up into the safety netting. In the NHL, you would get a delay of game penalty. In the ACHA, we do not have such thing. We just do another faceoff. That shot creams past Blackburn.
Alex Kagan had a chance at it. Looks like it might have deflected off Tristan Glass as well there in front of the net. As there's a scuffle behind the Colorado goal, and now Tristan Glass will put it out to Kagan. Shot wide of the net, off the stick of Colorado State's goalkeeper, Ethan Blackburn. It looked like he was trying to knock it out of the attacking zone for Oklahoma, but they were able to get on the rebound and keep it in, and that one is once again going to go into the back netting, and it's going to get stuck up there.
Yeah, and Hunt Bond for the Rams kind of gathered that puck there, and it kind of went back into the crease of Blackburn, and it looked like Blackburn got his stick out in front of it, which is what propelled it up into the netting there, but kind of a weird sequence of bounces. We tend to see those behind that net, specifically where that Zamboni entrance is, so not surprised to see it again, especially as we get later into this game and the ice kind of gets a little roughened up.
Yeah, you want to look at those Zamboni behind the net and then the team entrance for Colorado State on the other side. Always get some weird bounces off of those. Alex Kagan's got it, gonna fire, goes off the skate of Tristan Davison. Aaron Narvaez has it out behind the net, trying to cycle this thing around to Carr. He takes a shot off the pad of Blackburn there. Didn't look like it was going to go into the net, even if it was able to find its way past him. Carr with another chance here up top, slipping, sliding, trying to get something going. Back to Narvaez, unable to get it. Narvaez still tangled up with Dome for Colorado State. And they're going to try and mount the charge, and they will. Colorado State back on the attack. You've got Carrick Stevens, but he loses the puck. Tristan Davison takes it away. Now we got another chance for Colorado State. Almost in front of the net there. Carrick Stevens bats it around. Stevens still with the puck down here. Pass in, but it's taken away by Oklahoma. Now Colorado State tries to take it back. Unable to convert. Robert Grasso was in there. Griffin Joy now for the Sooners back on the attacking end. It goes to Carr. Carr spinning around. Back to Narvaez. Shot. Saved by Blackburn. Almost took a jolt off of Griffin Joy there.
Yeah, and there's some tired bodies on the ice for Colorado State. It looks like they'll be able to get their guys off, get some fresh guys on. But, man, that was a long shift for Ryan Grasso specifically. You could tell there when he was going back the other end of the ice to defend the Sooner attack, he looked exhausted. And so they're able to get off, get some fresh guys on, and hopefully defend the Sooner rush.
So Oklahoma gets back ready to go to try and convert on another offensive zone faceoff here for the Sooners. 4 minutes into the second period. They've got Caden Martin on the faceoff. Over to Josh Bells. Takes a bit of a hit there from a Colorado State player, and now they're back on the move. Tyler Sled's working it down the ice. Tries to put a little bit of a move on him there, but unable to get anything going. Swearingen takes him off the puck. Perini has a little bit of a chance. Batted away by Oklahoma. Now you've got Carson Glass taking it down there. Gets driven into the board by Sleds. Bats it all the way down, and we've got an icing.
This is a banger playing in Arctic Edge right now. This is What You Know by Two Door Cinema Club. Absolute indie classic. Just thought I'd mention that, but
let's get some more jump around going. I think we could play jump around every time, and I wouldn't be satisfied. Oklahoma back in the defensive zone now. Scrum on the faceoff. McDonald's got it, bats it around. Caden Martin's right there. Colorado State will take it back and try to build a little bit. Feinberg is on it. Now trying to drive it up the far side. Carson Glass takes it away. Mitchell back from Colorado State, taking it around behind the net, meets 2 Oklahoma defenders. Now Swearingen's going to take a shot at it off the skate of Rondo. And Colorado State will get one more chance at it. Feinberg moving it up the ice, moving it behind the goal. Maybe another wraparound attempt for the Rams. Goes back out to Cromwell, deflected, and now Carson Spears on a breakaway for the Sooners. Shot saved by Blackburn. Spear gets knocked down. Colorado State player loses a stick. Now another Colorado State player breaks the stick. Couple changes there. This is going to be 5-on-4, and driven into the boards hard there. Puck is taken away. Colorado State with a 3-on-3 situation. Puck shot wide of the net there for Mac Feinberg. Tyler sleds into it with Stuckey. Down in the Oklahoma defensive end. Stuckey now able to get possession of it. Seen him on the ice a couple times this game. I believe it's his first time touching the puck. Mazzucchelli gets a little bit of a touch there, but he's not able to make anything of it. And now Colorado State is once again going to try to build from the back. They've got sleds up. Big hit delivered by Carson Spear. Sooners still playing physical. Tyler Sleds has a chance here. Shot saved in the glove by Grayson Payne.
Yeah, and Sooner fans, we'd just like to remind you, February 28th, the Oklahoma Sooners will face your Oklahoma State Cowboys in a Bedlam series at the BOK Center in Tulsa. You can get those tickets on the OU Hockey website. That's www.ouhockey.com or any of our social medias. Again, February 28th at the BOK Center in Tulsa. You don't want to miss it. It's always a nail-biter, especially this year with how good OSU's been. It's bound to be a great matchup.
Yeah. They got Mike Gundy promoting that, but we have OU Hockey TV, so gotta show us that we are equal to Mike Gundy as Colorado State still tries to mount something here on the offensive end. But they're not really able to get a handle on the puck. Tristan Glass has it now. It's going to be boosted down the ice by Kagan. A couple players in a race to it. Goes through the skates of one. Now Kagan's going to have another chance. Couple players getting into it down here. And it's going to go out of the offensive zone back towards Payne. And the Sooners will rework from the back. Kagan once again. Shuckman's able to take it away for the Rams. They've got Norris down there. He'll boot it around the boards. Nashkazak is up. He's going to charge for the puck, and it is up, out of play, and into the metal wall behind us for a face-off.
Might want to add to the pucks in the booth counter.
That
wasn't quite in the booth, but it might as well.
Pucks into the Colorado State bench counter, potentially on that one.
Yeah, no, we're not. Again, for those who haven't come to Arctic Edge just yet, our commentary booth is kind of exposed. It kind of hangs over the benches of both teams where there isn't any safety netting, and so got to keep your head on a swivel as if you were a player, because those pucks can pop out, and they have popped out up onto the commentary booth before.
We're going to change on the face-off here for Oklahoma. Tristan Glass, number 12, back there. He'll boot it around to Ryan Carr. Now Alex Kagan. Oklahoma trying to keep this puck out for Colorado State, but they've got maybe a chance here. No. Continued deflection. Carr's now going to try to generate offense for Oklahoma, but that's not going to work either. He's going to go back to Carr here on the near side. Slips past Tristan Glass, and now Colorado State might have a chance at it. Batted away by Kagan. Tipped off Carr. Puck being tipped around off a lot of sticks, but no one's really able to get a good handle on it, and it will now make its way back over to Ryan Carr here on the near side. Trying to slip that one around, but nothing will come of it, and Josh McDonald will have it back. He'll pass it right back over to Carr. Carr flips one in off the pad of Blackburn. Bit of a slam there on the boards involving a couple players. Looks like Tristan Davison down there getting into it for Oklahoma. Garen Narvaez as well. Colorado State still trying to build a charge, still failing to build a charge. And now Tristan Davison will get on a big hit delivered there by Colorado State defender Perini. Puck in front of their own net, and now they've finally got a little bit of clear ice here. Collins is going to send it down around the boards. They'll get a change going. 3 new players on, Cromwell, Mitchell, and Von Felt. But that'll give Oklahoma a chance to repossess the puck, maybe slow it down, and maybe build an attack as that one flies all the way down and around to the other goalkeeper. Blackburn's on it, slips past Narvaez. Colorado State's got it here down behind the net. What can they do with a chance? They'll get knocked down. Von Felt shot it. Good save by Payne once again. Griffin Joy on it now for the Sooners. Puck slipped up nearly into the netting, and they might call it as being in the netting, so we will get a face-off.
Yeah, Grayson Payne wanted an icing call on that previous rush by Colorado State. I'm not really sure if he just wasn't able to see, but Colorado State had the Sooners beat going into that red line behind him. And so there wasn't an icing call called, but had a couple of those tonight where, it looks like it should be an icing call, or maybe it looks like it shouldn't be one, and we've had the opposite thing called. Just part of the game, but
Brendan Wolf, shot. Bounced off a couple players. Now another shot for the Sooners, courtesy of Carson Glass. Nothing going, nothing really challenging the keeper there. Colorado State will charge, but it's off the stick of Swain, and looks like it might have gone into the bench there. Maybe offsides.
I think it was offsides, yeah. I think Bells might have just beat out the puck carrier, Carson Glass, over the blue line, and whenever you pass the puck above that blue line, or across it, I should say, you'll get an offsides call.
Colorado State in the attacking end once again with the score still knotted up at 2 here at Arctic Edge. We'll get another face-off change. Had quite a few of those today. It'll be Tyler Sleds on the face-off for the Colorado State Rams. Brendan Wolf now working behind the net as the Sooners still try to mount something. A little bit of a spin move here as he is absolutely hassled by a couple Colorado State players as Tyler Sleds in there for the Rams. Been all over the ice today. Carson Glass flips it up along the boards. Now Caden Martin's got it, gets it into the zone. He's got Swain on the far side. No Sooners really able to come up with it, and after a little bit of contact, Colorado State has it going the other way. Pass down and in. Angus Friston got it. Now Feinberg on the puck. Knocked away from it. Swain will try to clear it, but it won't make it out of the zone. Leo Berger shot into the skates of Caden Martin, and we're going to get a whistle. Looks like we might get a penalty here on Colorado State's Angus Fritzen. Now he's going to go over the box. Let's see. Yep, he's going in the bench.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what that whistle was for. I might have been an offsides call, but there wasn't really an offsides to be called. So
refs were leading him over towards the box, but he ended up just going into the bench. So we'll stay 5-on-5 here. For now, just under halfway through the second period. Carson Spear on the faceoff for the Oklahoma Sooners, and he'll win that faceoff. Batted out to Carr and Kagan, the first-line defensive duo for the Sooners that have been so good all year long. Slips out of the attacking zone there, and they're going to have to get back out of the zone and regroup. Colorado State will play it from behind the net. A little bit given a hand. Skylar Balcom almost takes it away there. Nearly generated a breakaway. Wasn't quite able to do it. Now Blackburn has it once again behind the net. Still trying to keep it in the attacking end for the Sooners. They won't. Now it's a breakaway. Norris has it for Colorado State. He's in on net. It's a goal for Colorado State. 3-2 halfway through the second period. TJ Norris for the Rams.
Now we'll take a look here at that replay. It was Ty Norris in the breakaway. We kind of missed it there, but it was a breakaway chance. That puck kind of skirted past the Sooner defense. Ty Norris was able to take the one-on-one opportunity, almost deke it, and then get that shot through by Grayson Payne, or TJ Norris rather. And put the Buffs in the lead for the first time in Game 2. Not the Buffs, the Rams. Colorado, we played the whole state of Colorado.
Yeah.
It's getting confusing, guys. I apologize, but
they're going to make up new Colorado schools for us to play here pretty soon.
I know, we're going to need some. And they're both horned animals.
They're going to put us against Denver next. Oh, no. It's all the way down the ice there as Oklahoma tries to equalize here. It was 3-3 going into overtime last time. It's 3-2 right now. Oklahoma will maybe look to recreate that third period goal that sent the game to overtime. Except instead of Colorado State scoring it, Oklahoma will score it as Swearingen has it up top. Shot in, deflected there by Glass. Unable to find Blackburn. Now it will. He'll cover it up for the Rams.
Yeah, Blake Swearingen got that shot off from the point. And it tipped, I believe it tipped Charlie Blake at the front of the net. And they wanted to almost loft that puck and try and get it to land behind Blackburn. They didn't quite get that. Blackburn came up with the save, but it was a good look from the Sooners, who have been kind of trapped in their own zone for most of the second period.
One more time by Daft Punk, blaring in Arctic Edge as the Sooners will look to score one more time here to tie up the game. As they get another face-off in the offensive end, whistle's going to get blown, and we're going to redo that one.
Yeah, I think maybe Tristan Glass kind of started a little early on that face-off.
It looks like it's going to be Mike Amala under center now for Oklahoma. Puck batted around. Can they keep it in the offensive end? The answer is no. Swearingen gets it, but they've got to back everybody out. Puck sent down around the boards. Colorado State will look to take advantage of an Oklahoma line change here, but they get all the players on before they have anything to worry about. Colorado State charging down the ice. Christian Collins with the puck. Big dump off there from Swearingen. Shot straight into pain. It's saved. And the Colorado bench wasn't too happy about that hit by Swearingen. I don't think the Colorado State players on the ice are either.
Yeah, it was a pretty substantial open ice hit there. I believe that was on. We'll take a look here. It was on Cameron Cromwell from Blake Swearingen. Blake Swearingen's a physical player, and so not surprised to see him start to get a little physical here in this game, but it was a clean hit.
Oh, a little bit of an awkward bounce off the side boards there. Look, that is one of the gates where the team gets on. This is passed back around now. Fritzen has it for the Rams. Off of Griffin Joy. Up into the netting. Fritzen's got it once again. Charging around the boards. Ref has to jump out of the way there. Back over for Colorado State. Unable to get anything going. And now the Sooners will charge right back on the attack. Griffin Joy in the middle of the ice, but they will just shoot it. Still unable to get anything. Big scuffle. Net off the post. And, oh, bit of a tackle there from, look at that was Fritzen on Griffin Joy. And the refs will come in to intervene.
Yeah, Fritzen's not happy that Griffin Joy kind of charged the net there. Fortunately, the nets are notoriously known to easily come off of their moorings here at Arctic Edge, so safety of everybody obviously taken into consideration there, so nobody seemed to have gotten hurt on that, but it's kind of a dangerous thing to do when you kind of charge the net, especially for the goaltender who's just kind of sitting in there. They really can't move out of it too easily at all, but you're always going to get a reaction whenever you crash the net like that.
Well, the refs are leading Fritzen back. Will this be the penalty? Yes, it will. That will be Angus Fritzen into the penalty box for the Colorado State Rams, and that will give Oklahoma a 5-on-4 power play here with 8:39 to go in the second period. Oklahoma down 1 goal. They've got 2 minutes of an advantage to try to equalize. Still losing in the shot category after that early 5-on-3 for Colorado State, and they will look to not only equalize in the shot category, but equalize in the scoring category as well. Carson Spear on the face-off for the Sooners, but it gets batted back towards the Colorado State players. They'll try to clear it out. Spear in a tangle with Garen Narvaez down there. Still a scrum on the boards. Couple kicks. Garen Narvaez gets it out. Pass back to Carr. Back to Narvaez. Dumps it down around the board. Tristan Glass has a handle on it. Now Carson Spear with it. Back to Carr. Back to Spear. Spear saved. Looking for a second of the series, unable to get it. And now a shorthanded Colorado State rush. 2-on-2 here for the Rams, unable to get anything. Garen Narvaez, or excuse me, not Garen Narvaez, that's Skylar Balcom now, will take it away for Oklahoma. Narvaez part of this attack as Carr brings it up the ice. They're looking for too many men on the ice on the Buffs, did not get it, or on the Rams, excuse me, did not get it. Carr still looking.
Ref has their hand up in the back there. They're going to get a penalty.
Yeah, we're going to pull the goalie. Oklahoma's going to pull the goalie, and we're going to see how that shakes out. And the Rams will touch it. You've got me saying Buffs now, dang it.
Yeah, it's my bad. I'm sorry. No, yeah, they got that too many men on the ice call there. The referee in the back of the ice had his hand up immediately after that Rams player got onto the ice. Skylar Balcom for the Sooners was very quick to point that out. And so, yeah.
Colorado State is trying to talk to the refs here, but they're not having it, and it's going to be Feinberg into the box for Colorado State, and some 5-on-3 action for the Oklahoma Sooners with 7:39 left in the second period, 3-2 score. This is, for the next 1 minute and 1 second, a 5-on-3 power play, and a big chance for the Sooners to put the puck in the net. Colorado State's bench is getting loud as Skylar Balcom passes it over to Carr. They've got a minute to work. Down to Blake, back to Carr, back to Blake. Just got to keep the puck away from any Rams who might try to take it here. Over to Balcom. Pass into Spear. Now Garen Narvaez has it, tries to wrap around, can't get it. Narvaez keeps control of the puck. Pass over to Carr, just evades him, but it goes to Balcom. Shot, score, Oklahoma. 3-3 in the second period.
Yeah, and that shot there. See, the Sooners are just wide open on the other side of the ice there. They get the shot off.
Skylar Balcom, what a shot for Oklahoma. Slips it past the keeper on that 5-on-3 action. Second 5-on-3 goal of the night. One for the Rams, one for Oklahoma. And we are tied up at 3 apiece in the second period. And it'll be 5-on-4 now. The Sooners will have another minute 30 to try and use this power play advantage to grab a lead here if they can.
Yeah, it's looking a lot like last game. Back and forth action. Not surprised to see the Sooners answer. And we'll just see how the next chapter of this game writes itself because, man, it's been one team answers, the other team answers back.
There we go. Mike Amala, off the skate there. Would have had a chance if he could have gotten a stick to it. A little bit of an open spot in the crease. Now back to Alex Kagan, back to Mike Amala. Skating around up top, Amala flings one in, goes high of the net. They had glass in front to try and deflect it, unable to get anything. Now Christian Collins will mount the charge for the Rams. 3-on-2 attack here on the shorthand for Colorado State. Goes back to Petrangelo. And that almost knocked open the gate down there. No call there, but I think that gate might have come a little bit loose. Alex Kagan back on it for the Sooners. Skates it around behind the net. Goes over to Monticelli. He's got Mike Amala over there up top as well. Shot Mike Amala, saved by Blackburn.
Yeah, Blackburn had that one read all the way. There wasn't too much of a screen developing in front of him. We'll take a look here at the replay. See Amala get set towards the top of the blue line there. He gets wide open, ready for the one-timer. It comes to him, and there was pretty much nobody in front of Blackburn there, so it was a pretty basic save for him. Sooners keep it tied. The Rams keep it tied. The Sooners are stuck with it being tied.
Music Sounds Better with You by Stardust playing. Add that one to the Arctic Edge playlist. Carr up top. Looking for something. That's Narve is over with it on the far side. Rams tried to clear it off the body of Carr. Stays in the attacking zone. Carr continues to keep possession of it. He's got Narvaez back up there up on the top. He'll go to Skylar Balcom, your last goal scorer. Almost a chance there for Carson Glass. Balcom keeps it in the offensive zone. Goes over to Carr. Carr being hassled by Colorado State. Ron Felt trying to stop him, and the power play is over. 5-on-5 once again as they try to catch up. Puck flipped up in the air, and now Colorado State will get the attack. Stevens goes down, trips trying to mount the charge. And Brendan Wolf will play it in a bit of open ice here for Grasso. Tangled up down there on the far side. Side closest to the stands, and Payne is going to hold on to it here for a face-off with 5 minutes left in the second period.
Yeah, and one moment.
Well, are we going to...
It looks like the Sooners are going to get a
Yeah.
slashing penalty on
Carson
Spear, yeah. Couldn't quite tell what happened. It looked like one of the Rams might have thrown their stick into Grayson Payne, but the refs obviously have a much better view of it than we do, and so it looks like Spear might have slashed him and caused his stick to fall to the ice.
Well, 5-on-4 once again for the Rams here. Back on the power play for Colorado State as they look to generate another goal. Mitchell with it up top, and crucial power play in this tie game, but a good clearance there from Swearingen sends it back to Blackburn behind the net. Colorado State will have to play out of the back here as we'll see what they develop. Going to try the rush once again. They're going to get slowed up a little there by a bad pass, and now Mitchell will try to make his way through a line of 4 Sooners. Over to Hunt Bond. Hunt Bond slips it around the board. Swearingen is going to be the first one to it. No, it's going to take a weird glass off the wall. Unable to get it. That's advantage Colorado State. Hunt Bond now with it. Shot off the pad of Payne. Petrangelo now to Collins. Still under attack. You've got Tristan Glass down there, and it'll eventually get flung favorably to Oklahoma. Let's see what happens right here. Griffin Joy with it now behind the net. He'll try to deflect it, but Colorado State keeps possession. Shot in, takes a deflection, shot in once again behind the net. Payne makes the save. Payne makes another save on his butt. That one goes wide of the net. 4 good chances there for Colorado State. None of them able to convert. Now Tytone's got it back up top. That one goes off the skate, and that one is out of the Colorado State attacking zone. Now Carr on the chance. Here come the Sooners. Can they get something? Carr shot saved on the shorthand.
It was good on Ryan Carr to really take his time there, able to buy time when there really wasn't much of anything. We'll take a look at the replay here. You'll see Ryan Carr kind of muscle a guy. He falls to the ice, and he kind of breaks up the play, and it gives him a window to get that shot off there. And he almost gets one shorthanded, but then going back the other way, Josh Bells crucially buys Grayson Payne some time. He blocked that shot as Grayson Payne was still recovering from that dive save, and so 2 great efforts on both ends of the ice for the Sooners.
That puck is closer. It's one on the face-off there, and that'll get closer to the goal Colorado trying to score on. Fritzen has it back here. They've got 11 seconds left on the penalty for the Rams as they're going to try to mount the charge. I think Oklahoma's going to get a player back on the ice in the middle of this rush. Spear is waiting. He's ready to go. He's going to make the change of Mike Amala as Colorado State tries to build the play. Bounce all the way back around the boards. Mike Amala now on it once again for Oklahoma. 5-on-5 action. Big hit there. Doan trying to get one on Tristan Glass. Player goes down. Colorado State unable to keep control of the puck. Off the skate of Amala. Kind of lost it there for a second, but he'll get it back. Flick it around the boards. All the way around the ice.
And crucially, Amala's on hat-trick watch. He has 2 of the 3 Sooners goals here, and so 1 more, and he's got himself a hat-trick.
We'll see about that. Carson Spear. Can't get it going. He's got Kagan back up top. Amala had to dodge it there. Almost went off his leg. Fritzen with the hit out for the Rams. Still tangled up. It's physical play down here with 2 minutes left in the period. Colorado State flips that thing way in the air, pawed down by Kagan. Oh, but he misses. Shot there, just wide of the net. Because they missed Mike Amala. Monticelli now with it for the Sooners. Carson Spear charging at Cromwell, but Cromwell dumps the pass off to Sleds. Sleds sends it into the zone, finds nobody. Wolf there for Oklahoma, but it goes off the stick. Here's a chance for Colorado State. Sleds in front of the net, unable to convert. Being hassled by Kagan. Big hit from Kagan. Wolf now bats it around. Cromwell on it. Shot off the pads of Payne. Had Kagan and one other player on the ice. Kagan is down. A little slow to get up here, but he will. And he'll get himself right back into the play. And we'll get a whistle.
That puck looked like it caught him maybe in his high knee or thigh area, and that's certainly jarring, but he'll head off the ice here. See. Does some extra dance moves there. Not sure if the camera caught that, but nonetheless, he's able to get off the ice, and the Sooners are able to prepare for this
agreement here with the Colorado State bench and the officials.
Yeah, Kagan.
Looks like Colorado State wants Kagan back on the ice, but Kagan is off the ice with that injury. So it's a bit of a disagreement here at Arctic Edge, as
if he's injured, yeah, and it looks like
Swearingen is off to talk to the ref about this, and it looks like we're going to go as is, as Kagan is getting a little help from the trainer down there.
I was going to say, if he's injured, he cannot go back on the ice, but they wanted him to, and if he's hurt, he's not able to. But we'll monitor that situation, keep you updated on that.
Blockham with it for Oklahoma. Monticelli had a bit of a stick handle on it, got away from him. Carson Spear fighting for it. Now Blockham back on it. McDonald and Wolf are the defenders on now for the Sooners with the line change. A bit of a shove there from Monticelli and Cromwell. Oh, a couple players going down hard. 3 down on the ice. A little bit of pushing and shoving, and everybody's upset at each other, and ultimately Colorado State will come away with it here.
Sooners are going to get a penalty, I think.
Mitchell driving up the ice. Wrap around chance. Oh! Hammer dropped by Monticelli.
Or correction, Colorado State's going to get a penalty, rather.
And let's see what the officials do here, because they're talking to a couple players. A big hit by Nate Monticelli there. Clean one, took him off the puck. That sent him spiraling into the boards.
It's been quite a few of those. We've talked about how
refs are talking to Blockham here. Hold on. Is it going to be a penalty, or are they going to let him go? Take Me Out by Franz Ferdinand playing. I don't think anyone is going to be taken out into the penalty box. They've got the door open. No one's going in. They got Monticelli standing in front of it. And now the door is closed.
So it looks like the Rams wanted a penalty, maybe a roughing penalty of sorts.
Door is back open.
But they're still...
And well, we've got 3 Oklahoma players standing in front of the penalty box. Talking to Bacom. Colorado State bench seems to want Carson Spear.
I am not sure who this penalty...
And we might get a ref conference here. Oh, well, seems to be a case of, oh, they're going to put Bacom? Yes, Bacom is going to enter the penalty box for Oklahoma. That is, I don't think it's who Colorado State wanted in the box, but after a bit of discussion, that is who is going to end up in the box. And this will be a 2-minute power play here for the Rams. That will take us to the end of the second period. Mitchell with it up top. Shot off the pad of Payne once again. Another good save there with the lower body. Carson Glass might have a chance at this, but Colorado State keeps it away from him. Hunt Bond behind the net. 33 seconds left in the period for Colorado State to try and get something done. The rush once again on the power play for the Rams. Grasso boots it up. Swearingen is on it, delivers a hit there, trying to knock the puck away. Almost into the net and back on the end. Colorado State's goalkeeper comes down, taken away by Tristan Glass. Shot. It's not into the net there. Looks like it went off the Colorado State player. Another shot saved. 7 seconds left. It's going to be Mitchell trying to get it up. Colorado State's got 2 seconds, 1 second. They're not going to get the shot off, and that'll end the second period.
Had some technical difficulties there. You can see me on the camera if you want to.
I don't think either team is particularly happy about the ending sequence of that period, but once again, we will go to intermission, and we will see if anything happens when we get back from that.
Yeah, and during the intermission break, we'll take a look at that breakaway opportunity there in more detail. But, man, a penalty-filled second period. Both teams tie it up, and we'll have a lot to unpack here in the second intermission report. Don't go anywhere. Stick with us on OU Hockey TV. We'll be right back here in a little bit.
Welcome back to Arctic Edge Ice Arena for our intermission report here on OU Hockey TV. Tied up at 3 apiece after the second period. 21 shots for Oklahoma, 22 for the Rams, but Colorado State will have a power play to start off the third period. I'm Sky Shrek. I'm joined up here at the booth by Elijah Lena. Elijah, walk us through some of those goals that we saw in that second period.
Yeah, so we had 2 goals, one apiece for each team. That first goal in the second period was from TJ Norris on the Colorado State Rams. That goal was on a power play, one of the first ones in the period. He was able, we'll take a look here perchance. He's able to find some open ice there. Or correction, that was a Sooners goal. I believe that was one of the earlier goals there. But TJ Norris with that first goal. The second goal coming from Mike Amala from the blue line on a power play, Sooner power play. He was able to get that shot just kind of similar to his first goal, kind of low with speed, and it was able to just kind of slip by Blackburn off the screen. And they both tied it up here, 3 apiece going into this third period. Some 2 pretty basic goals, but what was kind of not basic about that second period was the amount of penalties. It felt like every 2 minutes there was a penalty. Sky, if you want to kind of talk us through that a little bit.
I mean, yeah, Colorado State is on a power play right now. We saw quite a few penalties, kind of picking up where we left off last game. I think we saw a lot of hitting, a lot of chippiness in the last one, and that kind of carried over into this one as well. 2 benches who having a bit of a rivalry over these last 2 games, and we saw that kind of come into play during the second period. I think the Sooners will definitely look to kind of clean it up, because if they're on the power play, then they are going, or if they're putting Colorado State on the power play, then they're going to have a lot of chances to concede a goal. And with the game tied up at 3 going into the third, the Sooners would very much not like to concede a goal.
Yeah, now, and 2 quick little things to keep an eye on here if you're a keen-eyed viewer at home. Mike Amala, as we mentioned, is on hat-trick watch. He's had 2 of the 3 Sooners goals. If he gets 1 more, he will get that hat-trick. And then the second thing to note is going to be that last game, game 1, went into overtime. Will we see a second overtime here in game 2? It's not clear yet, just yet. Obviously, the third and final chapter of this game still needs to be written, but if there's anything we know about these 2 teams, is that it goes back and forth, and it's a very real possibility that we could see another overtime here.
We will see how that shakes out. This has been your intermission report. We got about 4 minutes and 26 seconds until we get back on for the third period. Till then, this is OU Hockey TV.
Step right up. Buckle up. The only direction we're headed is... Yep, you get it. Welcome to the one and only Oklahoma.
In some ways, this film is like the university itself.
The one flagship university that has served the state since before there was a state.
Its story is never entirely completed.
Where one scoop of dirt can save thousands of lives. Where one group of biologists are connecting with world-class meteorologists to protect the one world, one planet that connects us all. Whoa, that one literally might land on the moon. But that's fine, because what's stopping us from going up there and getting it? This is a team, a squad, a family, leading a collective pursuit where we share all ideas, embrace thousands of different perspectives, and require every last hand on deck.
Cleared for takeoff.
What else we got? More trophies than you can count? Check. Rhodes Scholars? Check. Largest research engine in the state? Check. The next generation realizing a new American dream? Okay. Actually, it's better than okay. It's OKLAHOMA. It's the strength of many marching under one crimson and cream flag, creating Sooner magic that must be seen to be believed at the one university where one OU family makes up the one and only Oklahoma.
Welcome back, Sooner hockey fans, to this third period and your two-game frame of the Colorado State Rams versus your Oklahoma Sooners. A little bit of a correction for you. That third goal was scored by Skylar Baucom. There was multiple different opinions on who scored that goal here in the commentary booth, but we were able to go back, review the footage. It was Skylar Baucom. Got that full screen graphic for you here. Currently scored up 3 apiece. Shots on goal, just about even. 21 for the Rams, 22 for the Sooners. Those penalties, 4 for the Rams and 5 for the Sooners. So, like I said, it's been back and forth with goals, back and forth with penalties as well. And just about every aspect of this game has been pretty equally matched.
Again, as Colorado State and Oklahoma get back out on the ice here. 25 seconds left in the intermission, a little bit of a skate around. Even in shots, even in scoring, but Colorado State will start this third period on a power play, so they will be in the advantageous position to try and score a goal for the first 1 minute and 11 seconds with Skylar Baucom in the penalty box for the Sooners.
Get ready to go here. That intermission clock just about finishing, as you can hear the horn sound. We're tied 3 apiece, but in order for this game to end, somebody's got to find the answer.
Maybe it'll be Carson Spear, overtime winner last night. Could be the hero that Oklahoma needs once again in this one.
It would be the same score, too, if it were to end 4-3. So we'll see what happens, though.
All signs point to it, and that sign being the score right now, but maybe we'll get some more later on. Refs at center ice getting ready to go here. It'll be 5-on-4 advantage for Colorado State as we get ready to get back going. Face off here. Tristan Glass on it for the Sooners, and we're already going to get a face-off circle change here on the false start from the Rams. Stevens under center. Boots it back out to Hunt Bond up top there for the Rams as they try to build up some kind of attack on the 5-on-4 scenario. What can they do to disrupt this Oklahoma penalty kill and get back on it? Carson Glass is going to have it down here on this newly repaved is not the word I'm looking for, but newly repaved ice out here at Arctic Edge. Blackburn will get it back behind the net, and now Mitchell will get to the puck. Colorado State is going to try the rush once again here. The 5-on-4 attack on the power play. They'll line up behind the goal and rush down, and we are going to get a whistle here. Offsides, potentially?
We will see where the puck gets placed or where they choose to take the face
Looking like
off.
offsides.
Yeah, it looked like it was an offsides call. I wasn't quite sure. I looked up at the last second there. I was checking some stats.
That is what we will get, so it'll be Tristan Glass on it for the Sooners. Christian Collins on it for the Rams. Puck dropped, back underway. Oklahoma gets away with it here. Ryan Carr taking it back behind the net will flip it long into the netting. Face-off coming from the Colorado State attacking end.
Yeah, and Ryan Carr went up for a little bit of a jab on Stevens there behind the play. Nothing came of it just yet, but keep an eye on those two. We'll see if anything boils over here towards the end of this game.
A little bit of a change on the face-off for the Sooners. Carson Glass is on it. Colorado State has Hunt Bond up top. Shot off the skate there of Hagan, and he is able to knock it away. Hunt Bond now. That is flipped along the boards by Stevens. Robert Grasso trying to get there, can't quite do it, and this puck is now down and out and back towards Blackburn in the Colorado State end. 5 seconds left on the power play now for the Rams. Mitchell is trying to make his way up the ice. Bell's in the way. Puck taken away, and now the Sooners will make the change. Caden Martin back out onto the ice for Oklahoma. Power play over. He's going to go back behind the net. Grayson Payne is there. Grayson Payne will flip it over to McDonald. He will flip it up and out to Ryan Carr, number 5 down there on the far side. Over to Josh Bells. A little bit of contact between him and the Colorado State defender there of Fritzen as Joy and Norris go at it. And now a shot saved by Grayson Payne. Another chance here. There it goes. Goal. Colorado State slipped it right past the right side. Connor Schuckman.
We'll take a look at that here. That puck just kind of squirted out of the crease there of Grayson Payne. Looked like Ty Doan, sets it up, and the rebound opportunity just available for Schuckman as he tucks it in. Puts the Rams up 4-3 at the beginning of this third period.
They're taking advantage of these quick chances, catching Grayson Payne off guard. Not the first time tonight he's been caught off guard by a quick shot from Colorado State. And we will get back underway. 4-3 for the Rams. Reversal of last night's final score at the minute. Stick lost there, and we will blow the whistle. I think it's Fritzen losing the stick.
Yeah, and that was another tight angle shot. It wasn't quite as dramatic as the first goal by Mekhi Mitchell, where it was really far away from the net. But
and we're going to see a power play here for Colorado State once again, as Skylar Baucom is once again in the penalty box for Oklahoma.
Was not able to hear what the call was.
Yeah, didn't catch the signal there, but he will go into the box. 5-on-4 action once again for Colorado State, and they've got the puck in Oklahoma's attacking zone. Back up top here, shot fired in, and it beats Payne. 5-3 Colorado State in only about 20 seconds.
Yeah, Mekhi Mitchell again, just with the fling in. I don't think he was necessarily, we'll take a look here. I don't know if he was trying to go for the shot. He might have been, but I think he was just trying to get the puck deep in the zone. And it found the back of the net. It was a pretty slow shot, which makes me think that. I'm not entirely sure. But that's his second goal of the night for Mekhi Mitchell, the defenseman.
Hit off a couple players there, not entirely sure who got that one into the net. We'll clarify that with the scorers later. Could either been him. Colorado State was celebrating like it might have been Collins. So it was either Mitchell or Collins. Either way, Colorado State has a 5-3 lead. With 18 minutes left in this game, trying to split the series with the Oklahoma Sooners. Collins bats it up the ice there. A little bit of a hit from Kagan afterwards, as Ryan Carr dumps it around. Oklahoma needs to get something going offensively if they want to even this game up. Oh, trips his teammate there is Tristan Glass. Carr goes spinning around, and now Glass is down. Looking for a little bit of contact. Carr with it now. He'll pass it back over to Tristan Glass. Oklahoma Sooners trying to get something going. Amala on it. Amala going to send it around the boards here, and now Ryan Carr will race Petrangelo to the puck. Big hit there delivered by Tristan Glass. Here's Oklahoma trying to get the puck out. They will finally get the puck out. Fritzen back on it for the Rams. Charlie Blake following him down. Garen Narvaez has it. Going to be a 4-on-3 chance here for Oklahoma. Narvaez turns it around. He's got a couple Colorado State players in there to take the puck away. And now it'll be 2-on-1 for the Rams here as they look for a third. Stevens is in. Pass over to Stevens, deflected by McDonald. And now Garen Narvaez back on it for the Sooners. Puck flipped up in the air off the stick of a Colorado State defender. Tried to get it to Carr. Can't get it to Carr. Now Griffin Joy has it. In on goal. Shot from Carr. Saved by Blackburn.
Yeah, it was a really good rush there from the Sooners. They've been having a hard time getting into their zone here in this third period so far. That was a great look from Carr and Joy. We got a replay of that here. Yeah, they were able to get some bodies deep in that shot. They had nobody in front of them but Blackburn, who made the save.
Oklahoma will take the face-off in Colorado State's end as they look to even it back up here. Colorado State with possession of the puck, trying to get it out of the zone. Kept in the zone for now. They're fighting for it. Tristan Davison can't get it away. Von Felt has it. Big hit for Davison delivered to Von Felt, but he loses his stick in the process. Puck taking a couple of awkward bounces there off some Colorado State players and some Oklahoma players, and now Wolf will try to build from behind the net. Goes over to Davison. Off the skate there of Stevens for Colorado State. Oh, big hit delivered there by Tristan Davison. Stumbles, trying to get back up. Majkazak sends it back behind. Arbor Carasso. Pass back over for Colorado State. Tristan Davison tries to dispossess Perini. Not happening. Brendan Wolf has it down behind the net now. Colorado State back over to Perini. Shot off the skate of Stuckey, it looks like. Griffin Joy can't get the stick down in front of it. Colorado State will have to regroup as it's out of their attacking zone. Mitchell fires. Big shot. Well wide of the net. And they'll get maybe some line changes. No line changes for Colorado State. Looks like just Cromwell coming on for now. As here's a chance for Oklahoma. Spears got it on the far side. They need a hero. Might be Carson Spear once again. Won't be able to do it right there, but he's still got 15 minutes and 20 seconds left in this game as Swearingen has it behind the goal. Pass over to McDonald. Pass up was looking for Monticelli. A little bit of contact with the Colorado State player. He can't get a handle on it. Now Leo Berger takes it down the ice. McDonald meets it behind, but he can't quite get the stick on the puck. Leo Berger now once again back over off the skate of Swearingen. Back out, Balcom's looking for it. Oklahoma trying to steal possession away, but they can't get it. Stays in the zone now, back to Oklahoma. Carson Spear on it. Over to Monticelli. Tries to dodge the hit from the defender. He does, but he loses the puck in the process, and now Feinberg is back on it, and he is tripped over by Carson Spear. No call for now. Feinberg down hard on the ice. And we are going to blow the whistle here.
Oh, all right.
Colorado State wanted a penalty on that for tripping, but they are not going to get it. And got the trainer over attending to, look at that is Feinhardt there for Colorado State. In fact, Feinberg for Colorado State. As the officials are talking this over a little bit, talking it over with Ty Doan. Let's see. Trainer has left the Colorado State bench area. Feinhardt just over there taking his glove off, looking to maybe rest for a little bit there after that rough hit. It looked down on the ice.
Yeah, it looked a lot worse than I think it might be. Obviously, I don't know for sure, but we'll keep an eye on that situation and keep you guys posted. But
yep, no penalty. We're going to get ready to go. 5-on-5 still. 14:36 left in the third period. Oklahoma down 5-3 to the Colorado State Rams, and that puck is going to go into the Colorado State bench and skid off into the corner over there.
Yeah, and so if you're at the Sooners here, you're down by 2 goals, 2 quick goals. We've talked about it all series long, but it's been a game of rapid succession, and so if the Sooners are able to just get a foothold, and by that I mean just get another goal, I think they're well within tying this up again. But it's just a matter of if they can do that. They've kind of been kept out of their zone for the latter part of the second half of this game. So we'll see if they got to make that change first if they want to get in.
Here's Josh Bells rushing it up the ice for Oklahoma. Off the skate there. Josh Bells can't quite get to it there. Looks like Caden Martin was trying to get it. Now Carson Glass, pass over to Carr, shot. Saved by Blackburn once again. Now Carson Glass got it back up top. Another shot deflected by Colorado State. Still off glass, now going the other way. Frank Hughes got a chance at it, but it'll be batted down. Now Caden Martin will try to get to the puck. Caden Martin has the puck. Caden Martin shoots. It's a glove save from Blackburn. Keeps it tied, or keeps it stuck at 5-3.
Yeah, it was a good glove save from Blackburn there. It looked like he had his eyes on it throughout the whole shot. But keeping his team ahead here by 2 still. And both goalies, despite the high-scoring games in both of these games, both goalies have played great games so far. We've had electric saves on both sides of the ice.
Yeah, 5 goals allowed for Grayson Payne, but he's made some incredible saves. It could be more with some of the shots Colorado State has been able to put at him over the course of this one. Petrangelo now. Swain gets in the way, but it goes into Charlie Blake. Looked like it could have been a decent shot there. Oklahoma will have to regroup, and now Petrangelo's got a chance at it here. Shot! Pass, you're going to miss everything there. Payne ultimately not challenged. That was a close call for Oklahoma. And now Mike Amala will run it up the ice. He'll look for Charlie Blake, OU's leading scorer on the year. Amala down in the end. Blake scrumming with it as well, but it gets free. Colorado State will send it up the ice. Brendan Wolf will get on it, but they'll have to regroup. 13 minutes left in this game for Oklahoma to try to find a goal. Puck up in the air. Amala tries to glove it down. Can't quite get a handle on it, though, and Stevens will have it for Colorado State. Back to Perini. Colorado State will try to mount a charge here. Stevens. Monticelli takes it away. Still nothing much going on here for the Oklahoma Sooners. Tristan Glass will get free. Got 4 Sooners fighting over this puck. Eventually they'll get clear. Monticelli tries to get it, but the puck is dispossessed by Cromwell. Balcom gets a stick on it there for a moment. Robert Grasso going for it. Balcom will deflect it. It'll stay in the attacking zone for Colorado State. They've got a chance here to try to make this a sealed deal with a 6-3 lead as Oklahoma's defense fights hard, looking to take it away. You've got Brendan Wolf in there knocking the puck around. Now Balcom will get to it. Balcom on the charge of Monticelli. Balcom flicks it up wide of the net. Can Monticelli get to this one? It looks like he can. A little bit of contact there with Cromwell. Cromwell's able to take him off the puck. Puck flipped over now. Swearingen has it, but it's out of the attacking end. They'll have to get their way back into it. Swearingen dumps it in. Him and Griffin Joy go for it. As we see a couple changes here, Tristan Davison in for the Sooners, and they're going to need him to play some defense. Swearingen takes down Feinberg back in the game for Colorado State after that hit earlier. Nice to see him back out on the ice. McDonald now tries to find a teammate, but he can't. Colorado State's got a chance off the skate of Payne. Had a bit of a chance with some open ice. Couldn't convert. And Griffin Joy is down, and we're going to get a whistle.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to be a penalty on Leo Berger for the Rams. Griffin Joy, though, quite a bit of an effort by the blue line there. He was able to block that rebound opportunity from getting to a Rams player and eventually forces a penalty. And if you're a coach, it's exactly what you want to see from your players, especially being down 2 right now.
Well, this is going to be big for Oklahoma, down 5-3 here with 11 minutes and 36 seconds left to play. A 2-minute power play could come in huge for Oklahoma down the stretch in this game. Garrett Narvaez now trying to take the puck away, trying to find the net. Him and Glass with a little bit of a tag team effort here, trying to strip the puck away. They will. They'll come back to Carr. Carr now shoving at it with Norris. Now back to Blake. Narvaez trying to get it. A little bit of contact there. Colorado State bench. A little unhappy about that one, but we stay playing on. Carson Spear now with a chance. Dumps it off. Shot almost from Narvaez. Couldn't quite get the stick to it. Would have been a good chance if he could have. Minute 23 left on the power play. Held up there is Carson Spear, taking a bit of a hit from Ty Doan, Colorado. And now Spear is going to repay the favor with that hit into the glass. Scrum for the puck. You've got Glass in there. You've got Blake in there. You've got Spear. Excuse me, not Glass. Narvaez is in there with Blake and Spear. And that shot is going to be deflected by Colorado State. Sent off the boards and back down to Grayson Payne on the far end for the Sooners. Line change coming. Amala Monticelli on Tristan Glass. Caden Martin on for the Sooners. They're going to lose the puck, and now Hunt Bond's got a chance on the shorthand here. Petrangelo's up there as well. Petrangelo can't quite get a handle on it. One Colorado player loses a stick. That's Cromwell, and this is going to generate a 3-on-1 chance for Oklahoma. Monticelli slips it over. Shot from Carr, no good. And Colorado State sends it down to Payne.
What an effort by the Colorado State defense, as well as Ethan Blackburn there, coming up big when they needed it. Most of that was a 3-on-1 opportunity for the Sooners.
Sooners trying to get some life back into this crowd here at Arctic Edge. That puck, not troubling anybody, is flipped into the end. 8 seconds left in the power play. Kagan behind the net for the Sooners. I'll try and build an attack here. Penalty kill is done. Stevens is back out on the ice, and we're immediately going to get another whistle.
Looks like it was an offsides call. Alex Kagan was not happy with that call. Not sure exactly how close he was to being on sides. However, is what it is, and we'll reset, and Sooners momentum will be stopped at the neutral zone.
Oklahoma's only got 4 players on the ice here. They've got to get a 5th on. And there goes Carr. So Carr will be that next defender on the ice for Oklahoma. Actually, he's got 3 defenders on the ice for Oklahoma because he's lining up on the wing there. Spear will get taken out of the faceoff circle. It'll be Skylar Balcom up now for the Sooners under center. Spear tried to jump on that puck, couldn't quite get it. Slips past Payne on the far end, icing called.
So it looks like there's a line change there, but yeah, they had Ryan Carr. Oh, there's a gap in the commentary booth floor there. I just tripped on that. But it looked like they had Ryan Carr playing in a forward position, which isn't surprising given the fact that he is a very aggressive defenseman, and it was just a very short play. But something you don't see every day.
Not at all. Spear under center for the Sooners, trying to be the hero they need once again here tonight. Pass flicked along the boards. Stevens has it for Colorado State, played up by Grasso. Grasso is going to beat Kagan to the puck here, and Kagan is going to give him a little bit of a dump into the boards. He's going to try to at least. That's a big dump into the boards from Monticelli. Now Kagan will get that board check he craved, and we will have a whistle. As they were kind of scrumming around for it down there on the far side.
Yeah, puck might have tipped the top of the netting at some point there during that play, at least leading up to it. It's kind of a weird spot to blow a whistle, unless they were just blowing it dead from being jammed in the boards, which is also a possibility, but
potentially. Doan sends it back around behind the net. Oklahoma's going to need to take the puck away here. They've got a chance. There they go. Up the net, up the ice now is Monticelli looking for the net. Shot gets deflected by Doan, and it'll be covered up by Blackburn, and we will stay 5-3 here, 8:45 left in the third period for Oklahoma to try to get something going.
Yeah, and Colorado State just doing a good job at kind of covering the center of the ice. They get guys pretty deep in the slot there, and it creates a good screen for the Sooners from a shooting standpoint, but from the defensive standpoint, just blocks everything from getting to the net.
Swain's able to get a handle on it, almost gets shoved in the bench by Fritzen. A lot of pushing and shoving. Swain dumps it high and far into behind the red line, behind the net there. Here's a chance for Oklahoma. Puck's in front of the net, but no one's able to really get home and get anything going there. Narve is now fighting over it. Tristan Davison trying to take it away. He's got Griffin Joy up here with him along with Narvaez. Tristan Davison shot into Doan. Puck over the net there off the stick of Griffin Joy. Still scrambling for it. Griffin Joy tries to get it back. Wolf is going to keep it in the attacking end, send it down around the boards. Doan for Colorado State. Swain tries to keep it in, but he can't get a stick to it. And this will be a reset for both teams. Icing called.
Yeah, two great looks there from Tristan Davidson. Kind of went into the slot all by himself. He was pretty much covered up by four defenders for the Rams, but he was just able to force a shot through there, and it wasn't able to find the target exactly as intended. And then that follow-up shot just going wide, but two great looks and finding a way to penetrate that slot that the Rams have had locked down.
Tristan Glass on the face-off for the Sooners, and we'll get another false start change here for Colorado State, and we'll never mind. No, we won't. Okay. Norris and Glass on it for both teams. Charlie Blake's able to send that puck down behind the net. Can Colorado State get out of the zone here? Yes, they will, and now they'll get on a 2-on-2 chance. Norris sends it down and around, and he'll look for a change. Tyler Sleds is down there. Puck up in the air. Oklahoma will look to try and get something going off the skate of Mike Amala. Tip back to Tristan Glass. Glass has it around the boards, looking for someone over the middle. He'll find a shot that doesn't go anywhere. And, oh, we got some pushing and shoving. That is Amala down hard. On contact, looks like Makai Mitchell from Colorado State.
Yeah, and Amala slow to get up there.
Took an awkward fall.
He finds his thing. That was a violent hit there. I believe that was from Cameron Cromwell, the defender for the Rams. Amala went in to try and get a follow-up rebound into the crease, and he just wasn't able to find it, and Cromwell didn't take a liking to it. Everybody seems to be okay.
And we're talking to the scorer here.
Or Amala.
And Amala's getting taken out of the game here.
Yeah, we'll take a listen here see what the referees say.
Amala has been escorted out of the rink. Let's see what I'll see what's up. Well, they told the score, but they didn't tell it loud enough for us to hear up in the booth, unfortunately.
He might have gotten a 10 minutes for fighting penalty, which would mean he wouldn't be able to return in this game, which I find odd given the fact that he was not really the instigator in that situation, but I am not a referee, so I cannot judge too much.
Yeah. Well, Makai Mitchell's going to have it back here for Colorado State. We're still 5-on-5 after that. Martin Gets a little tripped up trying to scruff for the puck. Now it's around the other side to Carr. Carr and Kagan, the top defensive line, back on the ice here for the Oklahoma Sooners as they look to get something going inside these final 7.5 minutes of game time. Here's a chance for Charlie Blake. Has it behind the net, looking for some kind of wraparound opportunity. He's got Kagan back there up top. Kagan looking for some open ice. Shot ends up into his teammate there. Bells delivers a hit and the whistle blows.
Yeah, I think that puck just nicked the outside there of the Rams bench, causing it to go out of play briefly.
Potentially. Carson Spear on the face-off for the Sooners with 7 minutes left in the game. Losing Mike Amala is going to be a pretty big blow for this Oklahoma team as he is one of their leading attacking players. And now Stevens is going to try and mount charge for Colorado. Blockham tries to take him off the puck, but he won't succeed. Kagan will succeed at getting him off the puck. But Von Felt has it right back. 3-on-2 chance. And once again, Kagan is the man taking that puck away. Sends it deep into the Colorado State zone. As Von Felt gets another chance here, one-on-one with Kagan, and Kagan stuffs him once again. And now Kagan will try to get the puck out. He'll get knocked down by Stevens. 6.5 minutes left in this game, and Stevens has the puck in an offensive position. Kagan takes him down. This is some good defense by Alex Kagan to keep these Colorado State players off the puck as he's now fighting for it down here with Carr, and it looks like Carson Spear is in there as well. Spear now gets it out, trying to make a move up the ice, slips it around Norris. Norris in hot pursuit. And are we going to get an offsides here?
Yeah, it was another
Looks
offsides
like
call, yeah.
Offsides on Oklahoma. Shot total even here at 25 apiece with 6 minutes left in this game, but it is still 5-3. Colorado State, Oklahoma running out of time to mount a comeback.
Yeah, it's now or never for the Sooners here. You're down by 2. You're going to need your first goal to come soon, and then obviously that tying goal to come not much later than that.
Here's Tydone. Wolf tried to get it, wasn't able to keep it in the attacking zone. This will head back towards Payne. He gets the icing. And Oklahoma will have the faceoff in another attacking position. Under 6 minutes to go for the Sooners to find a way back into this one from Arctic Edge Ice Arena in Edmond. Oklahoma football won today. Oklahoma hockey could make it 2 for 2.
We shall see.
McDonald now. Sooners Colorado State still scrumming over the puck. McDonald barely keeps that thing in the offensive end. He's got Tristan Davidson. He's got Garrett Narvaez trying to get it to it. It'll get dumped along the boards and it'll slip out of the offensive end that way. Ref takes a hit there on Griffin Joy. Joy's now going to get the puck up the ice. Tristan Davison with it. Tries to get it back to Joy. Can't. Big hit delivered by Doan on to Davison. Joy with it once again. Tries a little bit of a stick move. Can't get it going. It's out of the offensive zone. Wolf trying to get it. Puck almost into the scorer's table here. Big hits all around. Doan shoves Davison to the ground as Sleds is trying to get it further up. Schuckman, glove save, Payne.
Yeah, several hits just happening right in front of our commentary booth. That linesman took a tumble there. He got kind of pinned in between 2 players, and then Tristan Davidson taking a fall as well. And so it's been a game of physicality, and also ice is slippery, so falls are common.
Here's a good chance. Colorado State right in front of the net, right in the crease, unable to get anything out of it. Caden Martin will take it back away for Oklahoma. And now up the ice, it's Blake, almost shoved into the Colorado State bench there. Big hits being delivered by the Colorado State defense right now. Josh Swearingen is going to get back to it as it evades Collins. He's almost going to pass it straight to Collins. Got to get a better hit out of the zone there if you want to get this thing cleared. Swearingen getting physical with it. So is Balcom down there as well. Excuse me, not Balcom, that's Tristan Glass, number 12. Shot! Oh, saved by Payne. Another shot, and Payne will cover it up.
No, I'm good on Blake Swearingen there to just answer back with some more physicality. The Rams have kind of been instigating it. Students have been having to answer, and if you can tie up that physicality battle, you can at least prevent some momentum shifting away from you in these dying moments of the game.
Von Felt on the face-off for Colorado State as they try to I would say, add a brace onto their brace here with 4.5 minutes left to go. Oklahoma, their goal here is to get back into the top 25, and I think if they want to do that this weekend, they could really use a win. Saved by Payne, deflected out by Balcom. I think 2 wins here would have them a pretty good chance of getting back into the rankings for their ultimate end goal of making the tournament at the end of this season. They've got to score 2 more goals here if they want even a chance at that one. And with 4 minutes left in the game, time is starting to run out. Kagan boots it up the ice. Tydone on it for the Rams. Flicks it way down off the glass. Carr has it. Colorado State making line changes. Big shot out there to Balcom, but he couldn't get a stick on it. And now under 4 minutes to go, Mitchell sends it out. Colorado State flicks it back up. Kagan's able to paw it down. Now over to Carr. Carr's got Spear and Monticelli in the attacking end, but Colorado State ends up taking it away once again. Good move by Norris to get that thing around Griffin Joy, who's now kind of caught lacking in defense. Norris is trying to find an opportunity behind the net. Blown dead. Goal came off the post there.
A common sight in this game and just in Arctic Edge in general. Able to buy the Sooners a moment of rest before the Rams get a face-off in their zone.
Yeah, going to be a line change coming for at least a couple Sooner players as a result of that one. And we'll get that net back on its post, and we will get back ready to roll here. 5-3, Colorado State, 3:25 left in the game. Oklahoma running out of time, and you got to make a change on the faceoff. Monticelli in for Spear. On the faceoff, Oklahoma wins. It's back to Carr. Carr gets it over to Spear. Spear is going to try and skate up the ice here. A little bit of open ice for Monticelli, and we're going to get, it looks like an offsides there. Yes, we will.
Yeah, it looked like
Griffin Joy was offsides.
It looked like Griffin Joy kind of sprung Monticelli a little early there over the blue line. It was kind of hard to see from my vantage point, but from where he was relative to the blue line, that looks like what happened there.
Looked like an offsides there. Monticelli will come in to the bench for a line change. Garrett Narve is under center. Don't think we've seen him under center for the Sooners yet this game, but they're trying something to get back into this one. Joy on the attacking end. Joy gets it through the legs of the defender, but he's held up by Majkazak, and he's not able to get it, and now that puck will slip all the way down to Grayson Payne. Oklahoma back to it. Wolf. Tristan Davison slips around Garrett Narvaez. Would have wanted that puck. Trying not to charge. Payne now is going to dump it off to Wolf. A little bit of a chance here in front of the net. No one's able to actually get anything from it. Payne fended it off nicely. And now Wolf will skate up the ice. Joy is going to go down there off some contact. Petrangelo was able to deflect it away. Wolf flicks it up. And a line change coming in for Oklahoma. Tristan Glass will be in to hassle the Colorado State defenders. Knocked down there by Carr. Nice move. Carr in on goal. Had a chance. I don't think he was able to get the shot off properly here. Still back down behind the goal. Now it's going to go out. Caden Martin blocks it with his skate as Colorado State tries to mount an attack. Petrangelo flicks it well up here. And Payne decks it back, but he knocks it right to the Colorado State player. And it's a great save by Ryan Carr to stop that one from going into the net. Shot in off the stick there of Payne. Batted high, but not out of play. And now Caden Martin will get back on it for the Sooners with 1:45 left in the game. They need a hero. They need a miracle. Tristan Glass has a chance on goal here. Flicks over. Shot from Carr. Misses the net. Caden Martin on it now. Kagan keeps it in the attacking zone. Minute and a half left for the Sooners. Pass shot deflected. And Colorado State has it going back the other way. Sleds to Norris. Going to go off the skate of Davison there. Out to Caden Martin. Caden Martin makes one man miss, but he can't make Doan miss. It'll be back into the corner. Colorado State, Sleds, as we head down to 1:06 left. He's going to knock it up and knock it around. 1 minute left for Oklahoma. They need 2. They've got Monticelli a little further up the ice, but Spears is going to try and take it himself. Giving a little time for the line change here, but it's taken away by Colorado State. They've got a couple players in. Grasso in front of the net, unable to do anything. And now Oklahoma could have a chance on the other end. Carson Spear, the hero last game, it's taken away from him. Monticelli tries to get back to it. Out of the offensive zone. 37 seconds left for the Sooners. Ball come back over to Carr. Spears over there. Monticelli's in the attacking end. They need somebody, but it slips past the stick of Skylar Blockham, now off the pads of Stevens. 24 seconds left for Oklahoma, and they still need 2. Time running out. Carson Spear now. He just needs to fire this one in. 15 seconds for Carr. Now McDonald. Puck batted around here in front of the net. 8 seconds, 7 seconds, and it looks like Colorado State is going to get this one done here in Edmond. As the puck slips behind Payne, Colorado State wins the second game of the series, 5-3 over the Oklahoma Sooners, off some great play by really all of their attacking players to beat out Grayson Payne in net.
Yeah, no, they did a great job at just kind of shutting down the Sooners offensively throughout the second half of this game. But that's going to do it here for us at Arctic Edge. Sky Schreck joining me on the play-by-play. Myself, Elijah Lena. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks for the UCO series. Thank you for watching OU Hockey TV.